This is for everyone who had a toasted cheddar chalupa and thought, wow, this is so good. I sure hope Taco Bell never takes it away. Because why would they do that? It's got cheddar toasted right on the shelf, for goodness sake. They wouldn't do me like that. But listen, I'm sure if for some reason it did leave the menu, they would definitely bring it back. For a limited time.
Wait, what?
The cheddar toasted shell you love is back with Taco Bell's $5 toasted cheddar chalupa box.
Alright, hey kids, sorry about that. Internet difficulties, hopefully that doesn't happen again. Hey Kat, how are you doing? Nice to see you again. I have updated the stream title to be Stepbro, Where Are My Friends? Okay, so I think I can continue. I'll just monitor Streamlabs to see if I'm having any issues with connection. Alright, so where am I at right now? Oh, here. So I was supposed to find this friend.
I've been scared out of my mind.
We went to Clarissa first. I had options.
Clarissa was having a slow motion conniption and
I was supposed to find two friends, and I picked this other girl to visit first.
Clarissa can handle herself. I'm the one that needed a babysitter until I was 14. Do you have, like, any idea what's going on?
We do not, bro.
Okay, that must be the way station.
Oh, what the heck?
Actually, help me understand, why would an island need anything like that anyway?
They do a lot of trippy stuff like this. So there's been a couple scenes where we get stuck in a time loop like this.
Oh, there's your boy.
Oh, come back, dude.
hey, friend, we made it finally.
Ren?
What's the matter?
Ren, come on, what's the matter?
So this happened to us once before, well, several times actually, but one time when we saw this other girl, Clarissa, and then every time we tried to talk to her, it would be in a time loop, and it ended with her jumping off a building.
I don't know how he fell asleep during all this.
Those drugs he took.
No, what you're witnessing is a patented Ren-style drug freakout, Jonas. The show's always the same. He'll come to in about 5 hours and want orange juice and nachos.
Well, I don't want to stay here for 5 hours, so fix him.
Ren, you in
Check on
there?
him.
Come on, pal, the neighbors are here and they want to borrow some sugar.
This isn't a guy on drugs. Not that I want to, like, alarm you.
Yeah, I don't want to
He
say
might
the
be
word
possessed.
possession.
Jonas got possessed in a previous scene earlier.
What?
It's possession.
He's possessed. It's possession. He's clearly possessed.
Alright.
You know, let's not jump to
What's this?
conclusions here, but maybe it's not that.
Tape player. So when this like weird rewinding sequence happens, they'll usually like have me loop a few times and try to figure out like, oh, every time something wrong happens, something creepy happens. So and then sometimes they show me this tape player, and the tape player usually ends this loop.
The last time we got
So I'm gonna
stuck,
loop this
we
real
used one
quick.
of these things to get out of it. So I'm not just messing around right now.
And usually that starts some spooky stuff.
Kind of.
Oh, maybe I had to do both of them. Previously, all the tape players would be, I loop one and then it cuts me out of this weird, like the whole thing looks like a weird VCR tape that's being played, you know? All the fuzz on the sides of the screen. Not too fast. Am I going too fast? This is weird. It requires a very specific speed of turning the joystick.
Hey, where'd Ren go?
The
He was
heck?
standing right there.
I thought this would have fixed it, like last time, didn't it?
The time stuff? Yeah, I mean, I think it did. I don't feel as foggy.
There's a little echo. Let me see if we can solve that. It might be my Let's see. Is it in my voice or is it in the game? Because I'm not sure if that's the main thing. Is it in my voice or is it in the game? You gotta troubleshoot since we're doing all these new we think we did updated stream settings. Oh, okay. Let me see that real quick. What's? Oh, okay. Let me see that real quick. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. I had our own stream playing in the background, so it was capturing desktop audio. That should be better now. I think because I was playing the stream looping in the background because I was trying to check it on this computer. I think it should be better now. Okay, I think it's better. Let me know if it's otherwise, but that should have solved it since I do not have anything playing in the background at the moment now. Okay, all good? Alright, thanks for letting me know, my dude. I'm going to go ahead and continue then. Man, I didn't check. I didn't notice I had something playing in the back. Or I had our own stream playing in the back. So, what's his name? Ren is this girl's friend. He's kind of nerdy, but he's funny. So, he probably got possessed. Gotta figure out what happened to him
Ren
here.
must have used this to call us.
Oh, it looks smashed.
So, did he smash it? But where to now? Because there was 2 cassette players that I had to rewind. One was on the left here, and then I think there's one pointing to this bridge over here. So I'm gonna go check this bridge real quick. And on the map, let me go and pull up the map. This is my radio, this is the map. So he should be up here. And the map has this, the green area where I'm at. There's a bridge here, and the bridge would cross over into the facilities. And before, when I was at the facilities, it was like it was locked. So I'm just gonna see if it lets me go that way. Kind of wish there was a run button though.
Wait, we can't leave without Ren.
Okay, I'm not supposed to
Came
leave.
here to do a thing. Let's do the thing.
I'm not leaving, I'm just walking.
All right, it just
that
looked
works.
like you were leaving for a second.
Alright. I'm gonna double back then. I need to find Ren because he was here getting possessed just a second ago. Let's see. So walking through here showed me that this phone was broken. So maybe what's his name is like over here? The places that I haven't checked yet. There we go.
Crap. I don't. Maybe we should.
That doesn't look healthy.
Go near him.
Ren, can you hear me?
I mean, I know they say don't move somebody with a spine injury, but it's like we gotta do something.
Yeah, I don't know what you do with your friends getting possessed there.
Yeah, any thoughts on what we could do?
If I did have any thoughts on what would solve this, wouldn't that be a little weird?
What do we do? I can't leave, but... Oh, you know what? Every so often, when I can't do anything, pulling up my radio and playing with the frequencies helps a bit. What we've learned from the radio frequency so far is that the ghosts that are haunting us might be like the crew and passengers of like a ship that crashed some 100 years ago. So let's see if tuning the radio activates anything here. I'm getting a little controller rumble here, and sometimes playing the radio gets stuff like this to happen.
Helping him, hopefully.
Hopefully it's helping. Can you find another frequency? It's higher up. Once I find the right frequency, it'll make it keeps making the spooky portal. I think, right here is where I'm getting it. For some reason the portals are triangle shaped, and
Jesus, Ren, are you? Oh God.
oh, what the heck?
Feels
Stretched.
better. No.
Were you in Ren?
Yeah, I gotta get possessed.
Kid.
Home. Voice. Sometimes.
But
Do not.
be still. You
Our dolls.
What?
Never.
plot.
What do I do here? It doesn't let me get near them, so...
Hurt.
Can we help you? Cannot
Can
hurt
we,
you.
help you? Or,
Leave. Possible.
maybe? But I don't really...
That's not me speaking.
Grounded.
Bye.
Adler.
The
Margaret.
Pretty. Little.
Poppy.
Maggie Adler. That old
They
woman?
mentioned Maggie Adler was an old woman who lived on this island. a long time ago.
Was
We don't know where she is now.
Young.
This
Once.
guy okay now? Oh, he's okay.
Still. Tag.
I don't want to touch me. Oh, okay.
Ah! Holy mother of God. You guys.
God, Ren.
Man.
You're alive.
I am. I am.
Well, why was that a question at first?
Why? Why is this? Why? Actually, thanks for coming, by the way.
Sure.
Why is this happening? I mean, I've been here. I visited this place like 15 times.
Yeah, this island's
island's
pretty
haunted,
haunted, so
Like
that's an
haunted
appropriate
with
thing.
memories or elevators on their period haunted.
The second one.
Guys, anyone? Is this thing working?
That's one of our other friends we're trying to
If
find.
anyone can hear this, out there, in whatever. I'm at the comm tower on Edwards Island.
Hey, she listened to us. Great.
So, if anyone can... What is this? I'm trying to communicate with the...
Does she know how to even work that stuff?
Doesn't sound like it.
We should get
We
to her.
should
I don't
get
want to call her
back
an
there before
idiot.
she
She's
freaks out and
trying her
runs away
best.
again.
I think that was our cue then. It's kind of a shortcut back to the communication tower if we go through this fence. Shouldn't take that long.
I think it's actually locked.
Not from this side. It's a little latch. I could see it from the window.
Go back to the comm tower. Alright, so the way that I mentioned before, over here there's a little gate that blocks this bridge. I guess he's saying I can open it. That other girl, Nona, so there's 5 people on the island right now, at least 5 of our friends. Main characters, Stepbro, the nerdy guy, Ren, and then Clarissa and Nona. And Clarissa's kind of mean, and Nona is kind of like the shy girl. We saw Nona like right before this scene, and she was really freaked out because she ran into like ghost versions of the main characters, of like Alex and Stepbro. But she was all freaked out, so she didn't want to like go with them or anything. Alright, I like when they do these little loading screens because the art's pretty cute. I like it in this game. It's like the actual game itself is like 3D models walking around and stuff, but the art of what the characters actually look like, pretty cute. Does have long loading screens though, but that's okay. So now that Nona's reached one of the radio towers that we were at before, we told her to wait there for us. It is now 2 a.m.
You know what just jumped into my head just completely randomly? That show in the, it was a horse ranch?
I think it's this
or
way.
a horse
right now.
farm, but...
Are you still
Are
high?
you still out of it? I shouldn't be paying any attention to this,
No,
right?
this is... I can't believe you don't remember this. A year ago, out in Salem, we took over a stable and our band played, and you ditched that test again, right? To bring us a new amp? Because during the sound check, we blew ours.
What about tonight made this pop into your head? Is it just because we're, like, outside?
I don't know, but I can't believe you didn't tell Jonas this story yet. She had already blown off this, like, super important for school placement aptitude test once, and...
Why'd you do that?
I think she was indisposed.
Michael had just died.
Michael
Let's
had just
make it
died,
awkward.
like, a month or 2 before, and I don't know. I
Michael's
just
her older
wasn't
brother
quizzing
who
me.
died,
But you know,
and
it's-
after he
whatever,
died,
that's
her
not
parents
part of the
split up.
story. Anyways, she was gonna retake
And that's
it,
why
and on the
we got
day
Stepbro
of,
here.
I had to emergency call her way out in the... Just picture, like, Little House on the Prairie.
I don't know what that is.
It's a... Really? You don't know what Little House on the Prairie is?
Wait, you blew off an important test to get him an amp? Really? That
Seems
was the thing
stupid
you
in
did.
hindsight. Friends are more important.
Yeah,
Friends are more
I mean,
important.
He needed his amp. And it was just a stupid test, so who cares?
And the funny part is, I'd taken that same test after dosing a bunch of cough medicine, and I still aced it, so she would have blown it out of the water. And even knowing that,
You
she still came out to help me. That's
didn't
awesome.
tell me
You
that.
failed to tell me that part.
Maybe that's why this is a more meaningful memory to me than you.
Yeah, I mean, even if you
Oh man,
think
I'm gonna
the
let him
test
finish
was
before I move
stupid,
to the next
don't know.
place.
Can't help but feel that you maybe should have probably still done it.
Really? Even if at the time she didn't care?
You hate
You?
school.
You're saying this? The guy who doesn't like school thinks I should have skipped my friend's concert to take an exam?
Listen, it's just like if I was good at what you guys are good at, which is being smart, I wouldn't waste one of my few remaining test
Sorry, just check my map. Looks like I'm going the right way. Okay.
days on a show in a barn. No offense.
Hey, none taken.
I don't regret it
Well,
really, I
don't
guess.
regret it. Not really.
I personally
Brent did
wouldn't
a
have
good
skipped the
show,
test
and
though.
Mindy got drunk, and it was funny, and the test wouldn't have made me laugh, so...
Amen.
Alright.
Cool. So the way that the talking works in this game, it's I'm sure y'all have played some of those games where you make dialogue choices. And usually when you make a dialogue choice, someone gets to finish their sentence first, and then they give you the choice, and you're like, oh, do I want to be mean? Do I want to be sarcastic or something? And you pick what you say, and they say it. But in this game, it's more fluid, like an actual conversation, and it's very well done. Like, you can talk at any time that the bubbles are given to you, or you can just not say anything at all. And sometimes when you press the button, you'll interrupt whoever's talking, and it feels like a real conversation where they account for who's interrupting you or stuff like that.
Oh crap. This isn't it. This is just coming out of
Let's go
speakers
find
from the
Nona.
roof thing, isn't it?
She's adorable, isn't she?
Ugh. My god, is this what I sound like?
Yeah, those
How
cheeks
can
are just
anyone
made for
stand to
pinching.
listen to me all day?
Yeah,
Well,
let's see how
poor
she
girl.
is. And, so give my lungs a breather. My stupid chest's on fire for some reason.
Smoke will do that.
Yes, it will.
All right, so let's go find what's her name at the comms tower. See if we can get her to relax. She was super scared last time we saw her. Like, she didn't think we were real. This game's a lot of walking, since it's like I've already been through all this area, and I know how much I gotta walk to get back up there. But I think it's pretty good because they give you a lot of dialogue in between. So this is a very nice game for just sitting and listening to people talk. But also I have to choose what my character's gonna say.
Oh, hey guys. I see you down there. And
Without Clarissa.
without Clarissa.
So Nona's kind of a carpet, and
Actually,
Clarissa's kind of the
I'm
one
gonna
that
stop
steps on the
talking.
carpet.
Obviously it's
So
working, so just come on up and you can help or something. God, this stupid thing.
last time we saw
Doesn't sound
Clarissa,
good,
she had jumped out a
right?
window,
She sounds a
but
little
it must have
off.
been like a
I
possession.
don't know her well enough.
She's probably
She's
scared.
probably at least a little scared.
Let's give her that
She was
grace.
freaked out when we ran into her, and we still haven't
I
found her
don't get
best
why
friend, so...
Clarissa and
Just-
Nona are best
I'm
friends.
so glad I took that second brownie.
You mean special
What?
brownies?
Kind of, you know.
Man, you idiot.
Ben, we need you sober right now. We need you capable. How could you be so stupid?
Let's get up here.
Wait, you're not messing with us? You seriously took
Like
another
I said,
one?
they
was
came
like-
to this
it was
island to
like
take
half of
drugs.
one,
Dude
alright?
brought like
It's
a ton of
just to level
brownies.
me out.
He ate all of
It'll-
them.
It'll bring me back up. That's what it
Wow.
does. If you're down,
Better hope
You
it
better
levels
pray
you.
to whatever god scares you the most. It does level you out, because if this screws us up, you're on summary probation.
don't say that. That's not nice.
This guy's an idiot though. Jesus Christ. Okay, there's Nona. However, she looks a little sus, so I guess we'll see.
This thing doesn't work.
Not getting anything?
I'm getting something,
Hi,
but
Nona.
it's like, I don't know.
Hey, Nona. Night's still going, huh?
We heard you on the
What's up?
speaker system. You got that working?
That's about all I got working. Sorry I was like weird earlier, but hey, have you
So we're still
figured out
missing
what's
one
going on
person.
yet? You have to know something. You've been like,
It's been ghosts.
It's been ghosts, Nona. Ghosts are going on. The blackouts, the hallucinations, it's all been ghosts.
ghosts? Really?
Yeah, and it would really help if you could just jump to the believing us part. Would save a headache.
Oh, I got it. This is great. This is perfect. I know exactly what to do.
Do you?
Yeah, totally. It's Maggie Adler.
Well, yeah, we
Adler.
kind of know that now.
She has a boat. Had a boat. I mean,
Her house is
the boat's
empty.
still here, but she's not. She's dead.
Ren, what? You could have mentioned this at any
We
point.
did
I
walk
mean,
past
we
her house, I
walked
believe.
Right
I
past it.
know. I'm sorry. But I've been like stewing in my own panic here for the last couple hours. My sister Allie worked at the parks office in town. She had to deliver that old woman her mail every day. I know that they have the key.
Okay.
Now we're just trying to
so-
find a way off the island.
we are not. We are
We're still
not
missing
gonna go with the
one
plan.
girl,
The first
though.
plan put forth by the group's resident Burnout.
Hey, come on.
Jonas
Well,
has a
I mean,
point, but I'm not gonna
Jonas
be mean
kinda
about
does have
it.
A point here. Like, do you know there's a boat, or is this
Oh,
like when
okay.
you knew the
I think he
teachers
noticed
kept
that I
liquor
sided
in
with
the
Jonas.
lounge?
Come on. I was like 13 when I thought they all got drunk at lunch. This is a real thing. There's a boat at her dock.
Ren, understand it is completely your fault that we're in this to begin with.
What?
And now you want us to trust you when things are really bad?
It was nobody's fault.
You had Alex bring the radio. You
It
brought
actually was
us here.
everyone's fault. They all did
Come
dumb
on,
things
Jonas,
on the
this
way
is
in.
nobody's fault. Ghosts are never anybody's fault. Certainly not ours.
Yeah, guys, this isn't really a productive.
It should be obvious to even the cheap seats that you're the only new weirdo who throws this whole social harmony thing we got going on out of whack.
Oh, these
I
guys
mean,
are arguing.
We all grew up with each other. Alex knows she can trust me.
Guys, you know there's
I don't
no
wanna take
television cameras
sides.
here, right? Take the energy down a notch.
Alex, I am not putting my life in his hands. This whole thing has been a complete joke to this guy. I can't believe you're even kind of defending him.
Jonas.
The stories I heard about this guy, he's a maniac, okay? He's gonna trash our only legitimate means of getting out of here if you buy into this crap.
Legitimate means? What are you even talking about? You have no...
Guys, stop it.
Okay,
Stop.
I'm gonna just
The
cut him off there.
collective
That's not,
neuroses call a truce,
it's not
okay?
productive.
Yes, please.
Look,
Just get
I
out
don't
of here.
care what Caveman Jonas says. There
What
is
is
a
that?
boat at Maggie Adler's house.
Can I get
and
him
the
to stop
key to her
talking?
house is back on Main Street.
We get it
Backup
already.
plan for when this thing fails spectacularly is two of us have to stay here by the semi-functioning walkie-talkie.
Fine by me. Alex has the radio.
Okay, we're
Are you
splitting
okay
up,
to go into
which we
town?
should not have
Not
done.
that you, not that you wouldn't be.
Yeah, of
it's not like,
course.
you know,
Since my
I'm
girl
fine,
has the
whatever,
radio, I
I'm
guess I have to do that.
You shouldn't go alone. We don't need like 3 of us up here.
Yeah, I'll totally go. It's my, like, brilliant idea or whatever.
Are you kidding? Your food is gonna start kicking in any second. Beyond that, you're a completely unreliable basket case.
Oof.
I am not a basket case.
Hey,
Just shut up, both
gotta
of
stop.
you.
That's not helping.
Sorry.
Okay, keeping in mind who you've been able to depend on the whole night.
Yes, keeping in mind who you're tired of.
Keeping in mind who's taller. Who do you want coming with
Honestly, I want to take
Yeah,
Nona
your oldest
just so
pal.
these two can
Nona?
work it out.
wanna come with me?
I'm not dealing with
What?
these guys right now.
I mean, I
Bye.
guess.
you? Why
This
are you
isn't-
making me shack up with
It's
this guy?
my friend.
Why? This is why. Easiest question I've been asked all night.
These two are
This
being
is a
real
total
butts,
punt,
so
Alex.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
this
not
is
take them
Fine,
with
this'll be
me.
a good. If you don't want to take sides, don't take sides. But
Plus, I've
no,
also have not gotten to talk
nobody's
to Nona
happy
yet,
with
so I want to
this.
see how she's like.
Hey, Nona's happy. You're happy, right?
Sure. Okay. Oh, that's far. Okay. So Main Street is probably where we started from at the start of the game. So we came in on a boat. We went up the steps all the way to up down to Discovery Cliffs, where there's a little campfire on Beacon Beach. So we walked all the way over there. We had a little campfire, and oh, and then we got blasted into across the island. So, oh hey, what's up, Kevin the Sea Pickle? It took me a minute to set up all the stuff on the stream here. I was like having a hard time getting the display up, but I got it working, so I started a little later than I was expecting. But we're all good. Cat helped me troubleshoot. So I am playing whoa, Stepbro, where are my friends? Or Stepbro, you've become possessed. Spooky teenagers and Ghost Island stuff. So right now I had to choose between 3 people to come with me to get a key to help us get a boat so we can get off the Spooky Island. And of the 3 people, one guy just ate like a buttload of like pot brownies, so he's kind of dead. And then the other guy is just kind of being an ass. So I took this girl who I've never spoken to before, so let's hope she's interesting. Can't be here for long. Yeah, no worries, dude. If you want to eventually. 1 second, I'm going to go and ban this guy. Sorry, dude, we don't like your kind here. Spam bots. There we go. She's going to talk to this. She will not let her talk to me. Okay. Yeah, it's all good. Hang out while you can. I'll just be here playing. The game itself is about 5 hours long, so I wonder if I'll be able to finish it by tonight. Most of what's taking up the time is walking around and talking, but that's also like kind of the point. Getting to talk to all the characters is interesting. You get to see who they are, and then they expose their backstories that way. What I also know though is that this game has like 10 different endings, and I'm not sure if I'd like to go back and play all the endings and just maybe see which one I get, and then maybe look at which ones I didn't get. So I'll see how this one turns out. Because I can tell already that there's a lot of branching story, and maybe someone else playing the same amount of time as me would not have gotten the same results as I did.
do remember
so.
you from Mr. Tuttle's class. You sit in the,
Oh, sorry, I need to figure out where I'm going. I want to cut the scroll off. So the field's up to there. I probably have to go down all the way to the little bridge where Toey Woods is.
back, behind Jake. I just forgot. I'm sorry.
You should be sorry. Don't apologize.
Hey, it's nothing to
So
be sorry
they,
about. I
my
don't
character doesn't know
talk
her that
much,
well.
so I don't know why you remember me.
I'm also just like never there. It's a loophole where, I don't know if you know this, but if you ditch, you get a detention, and if you don't go to that, you get suspended. But suspensions are like paid vacation. You can just do your work over.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So
You missed the class.
it's like, what's the point?
Wait, if you don't really go to, like, class, what are you doing instead all day?
Jenny, the TA, she lets me practice ballet in her studio.
Oh.
So that, really.
She's been doing ballet.
And don't tell anyone, but my birthday's in 3 days, and I'm having a thing, and you're invited. I think Clarissa's out of town, so it
Happy
shouldn't be a
birthday.
problem.
How cute.
Happy early birthday. In my family, we celebrate birthdays all week, so you're 4 days late. You gotta get in the mind state.
Thanks. I'm sorry.
That's kind of cute.
I don't even know why I brought it up.
Kind of glad I brought
That's
this
not
girl.
true.
The other guys are
I
getting
was
kind of
thinking
annoying.
About, I'm worried about Clarissa, and I was thinking about my last birthday when, actually, sorry, never mind.
Oh, what
This
is
has
she about to
nothing do
talk
with
about? Let's see if I
anything.
can prod her.
I'm just in a fog right now.
Say what you want to say.
No, come on, I want to hear this. It was last year, your birthday. Go.
Just, this was when Nicole was in her car accident, and so of course we cancel and go visit her, and I'm not gonna pout about that. It's
Oh,
comedy,
okay.
Sophie. It's fine.
I
but
see.
afterwards, after this totally emotionally draining night, Clarissa still came over and surprised me with this huge cake. And we stayed up and watched all my favorite movies.
That's sweet.
Sweet, actually.
Clarissa's been kind of rude to us all
Anyways,
this
My
whole
birthday's
game,
in 3
so.
days, and I just hope she's okay. That's all.
Okay, so we'll find her. I'm
find
not
her.
gonna say prepare for the
Not
worst.
leaving
That's a little
without
negative for
Yeah,
this
I
situation.
know.
Still gotta find her. So the last girl that hasn't shown up in this stream yet, her name is Clarissa, and she's kind of rude to the main character Alex. They reveal later that the reason why is she used to date Alex's brother Michael, and Michael died, I think, some years before this happened. This game, they didn't explain what exactly it was he died from, but we just know he died, and then Clarissa's been kind of hated Alex ever since. Alright, so I need to go to the main street to find the gate key. Ren, the nerdy guy, said something about how his sister used to work the post office here, and then the post office had the keys to her house, I guess, to the lady's house that we're trying to break into. So let's see if we can get those keys. Kind of glad I brought this girl instead, because those other guys were kind of annoying. The nerdy guy, Ren, it's kind of his fault we're all here in the first place, because he got us all here, and then he invited us to go check out this weird cave where all this supernatural stuff happens. And then it's kind of his fault that we got ass blasted by the ghosts. And then the other guy, the Stepbro Jonas, he is the one who pushed all the way into the ghost cave, and then I kind of went in there and I used my radio to bother the ghosts, so they ass blasted us. But yeah, so those two guys are kind of getting on my nerves at this point. They're very I don't know, they're kind of getting in the way. This girl hasn't really done anything
So
except
it's
get
the
freaked
Parks
out.
and Facilities building. That's down a
But
bit, right?
since
If I'm
I
remembering
haven't
the right
hung out with her
building,
yet,
I don't think it's far.
just
Yep,
get
we
the
just
key.
gotta
She's probably gonna
walk in,
get
find the
possessed
key. If
soon. I
there's
hope
a
she doesn't
key,
jump out a
if
window
there's a
though.
key, and leave.
Also, I'm wondering, these two characters have blue hair. I wonder if that's artistic interpretation, or are they supposed to have did they canonically dye their hair blue? Am I going? Find the gate key. Okay, I need to figure out which house it is that is the male.
Clarissa, what are you? How did she
Oh,
get
what
up
the heck?
there? What are you doing?
Where have you been?
Clarissa, where have you been? The last time we saw you jumped out a window.
Why's she
I
here?
mean, I thought
The heck?
we thought you were dead.
Clarissa, what?
Oh, okay.
Alex, Christ, what's wrong with her? Clarissa, can you hear me?
Ghosts, what do you want?
Just what do you guys want? This isn't. This is just really lost its charm, I have to say.
Alex, please, can you just? I don't know what you can do, but can you just do something, please? Just try anything.
Well, the only thing I can do,
Clarissa,
I'll try. I can't be mean about it.
I'll try.
So
okay,
whenever
I'll
this
try.
happens, the best thing to do
Clarissa,
is pull out my
can you-
radio and try to see if I can get a frequency where
hear
the
me?
ghost will communicate with me on. And usually my controller rumbles, and you'll see this little triangle thing form on screen when I find the right frequency. USS Kanaloa.
Clarissa, can you come down?
That was the ship that crashed, and all these ghosts are part of.
She just
I'm gonna
looks
look
awful.
for. Where is it? Here we are. Usually I just gotta find 3 frequencies. Oh, never mind. That was not.
You think you can control me?
That was what usually happens.
Clarissa,
Trying to help you.
I'm trying to help you. This.
Help me. Help me, how will that help me?
Try the
I was
door.
looking forward to seeing you. Yes, I used to dream about something
There's a
like this.
ghost in you.
Don't you? There's a ghost in you right now. They've like perverted this.
Ghosts. Sounds pretty scary, kids. Better leave the nightlight on.
When you're off, the little machine has no more heart than a brain.
Oh shoot.
Is she
She
okay?
kind of felt like
Or
six
I
feet,
think
maybe
so.
12 feet. So
Oh, Clarissa, are you okay?
is she okay? She just kind of fell
You
on her.
scared the
Oh my
crap
god.
out of us.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, are you sure?
Do you remember what
that
happened?
didn't look great.
Do you remember?
So sometimes it won't actually let you cut off the person talking.
I
So it's like an
remember
actual conversation where
Waiting in Fort
sometimes you
Milner
pick off people, sometimes
and
you don't
seeing
cut them off.
you?
That was a while ago.
How did I get here?
You don't remember how you got here?
And loop thing.
There's been like time disturbances or something.
let me
and
finish-
I
let him
think
finish
that's what's
talking,
been
then I'll start
teleporting
searching for
people
this
around,
key.
So, and we just have.
Actually, I'm gonna go downstairs. It
Time
might be downstairs,
disturbances.
so we can talk while we walk.
So you're just blank.
No, I remember something. I remember you with that radio. And I remember feeling like you
And this is actually
were
the
the
fastest I
reason
walk.
all of
I
this
don't
was
know how the
happening.
run speed works sometimes. Oh,
Wait,
okay.
it's Clarissa's turn already?
Are we back
Yeah,
in a
it's my
time
turn.
loop?
What do you mean it's Clarissa's turn already? I haven't even asked one question. Everyone's
What's going
asking
on?
me. I get to do the asking now.
Wait, what's going
This
on?
campfire
We're
wasn't
back
here
at the-
before.
It's Clarissa's turn?
Yeah, it's Clarissa's turn.
And you, of all people, should know what my question is going to be, because I'm
Yeah,
not
they're
gonna
doing this
waste it.
question and answer game earlier,
Alex,
and
what did you do?
huh.
Explain why me and my best friend, and your idiot best friend, and your new stepbrother are all...
Maybe stick together,
please don't
please.
draw a chalk line here. Don't make factions. Just we have to stick together if we're gonna make it through this.
Jonas, now you're seeing who you're stuck to until graduation.
Clarissa, seriously, I can vouch for this. This isn't her
It
fault.
has to be her fault. Of course it's her fault. There's no other way this story goes.
Jonas
It was
was
both
there
of
too.
us.
Creates
Jonas was
chaos.
there
She's
too.
a
It's not
storm
like I
chaser.
decided to end the world tonight or something.
Oh my god. You see this?
No, come on, Clarissa. Let's not do this right
You're
now.
gonna learn, Jonas. I swear to God. The town looks at her like she has a red letter tattooed on her frickin' forehead.
Clarissa.
And the giant, lit up Christmas tree reason why is that Michael is dead because of her.
It's her
Because
fault.
of her. Like,
It
What
would
are you
take a very
talking about?
sick person to see it that way, and I would love to hear the explanation.
Michael was gonna leave town. He was free. He was out of here until this one convinced him to take her swimming for one last.
Ah,
God
okay. He
knows
probably
what.
drowned then.
And he drowned.
Yep,
he
there you
drowned
go.
in Horn Lake while this one could barely flap her arms.
Clarissa.
She is a pox, Jonas.
It doesn't make it my fault. Anyone could have been there. Anyone, and then they would have had to watch him die. You unbelievable prick.
Anyone wouldn't have watched him die, Alex. Anyone else would have done something.
Dang.
Okay, I'm sorry, but enough. Clarissa, that's enough. It's too much right now. I can't believe. Ugh.
Don't think of me like
Seriously,
that.
Enough.
Nona, just don't think of me like.
I don't. Just, Alex, this is none of my business, okay? None.
Guess I gotta let this play
But
out.
we came here to do a thing, and that thing is gonna get us home. So let's get home.
No.
But this is
Clarissa,
ghost
what are
problem.
All the outs and free.
All the outs and free.
Hey, whoa. Man, do you ever get deja vu? Jeez, I just got a serious thing of goosebumps from one. Boy.
I guess you don't
Okay,
remember,
well,
like,
I guess
anything
Clarissa
that
wasn't
just
really
happened,
here.
right?
She's gone now again.
To what anything are you referring exactly?
Clarissa being
Clarissa
possessed.
being possessed and shrieking at me would probably be the big kahuna here.
I sorta can picture Clarissa being like weird or something, but I don't know. It's kind of a blur, to be honest. Okay, well,
So she doesn't
the office
remember
that
it.
we gotta try to get into is like right there. So let's try and whatever our way in.
Well, I'll try here. I don't think this is the right building, but
Yep,
I figure I'll
this
try
isn't
everything.
budging.
I don't know about that.
Oh, this
I
is the right
think,
building.
yeah,
Okay.
I think we can just bust our way through, honestly.
I'm just gonna break a window. Just
The lock looks pretty warm.
fun and
I don't
profitable.
get enough breaking down doors in my life, really, so I'm not gonna complain.
So I'm just gonna kick it, or yep, there we go. Easy. Okay. Cross your fingers. Mural. Let's look at that.
Hey, know what kind of jet that is?
Nope.
Cool.
Cool. Carry on.
Okay. It's really pointless, but okay.
I think here's something. It's another pocket radio, I
Oh.
think. But it's like there's way more stations on the dial.
This one goes pretty far.
Ooh, neato. Here's another one. It says they're wall radios, wave-assisted lock, whatever that means.
So I got an upgraded radio.
Duh. It says right here that each frequency is like a key to open the doors around here. So they're like ID tags or something.
Ah, cool.
Okay, cool. Great.
Sorry, Nona, cutting her
Ooh,
off.
wait, here's like a... Wait, what is this? Personal effects of Margaret Dorothy Adler.
That's the lady we're trying to get to her house here. Why would her stuff be here? I'm gonna kind of mess in that, I guess.
Didn't her family, or like, hasn't her family been carting
Supposedly
her
that
things
lady
back to
died,
town?
so her stuff should all be
we can
gone,
start back.
but
I just wanna... Okay, here.
to whom it may concern. Steal a boat and leave. Can I... Is it gonna be that easy? Can I just... go back to the comms tower? So I did all that stuff, but what happens if I try to leave without that? There's...
Whom it should concern. This island and its history is a lie. Jeez, she didn't have fond memories of this place, did she?
What could that mean?
What could
There was
that
another thing I
mean?
could have searched. I guess I
have
don't
been
get to know.
compelled by both forces outside of my control and
Go
my
around the
own
other way.
willful concern for the safety of others to conceal the many truths about Edwards Island. But now I feel any further inaction may carry a far greater risk.
What are these
Many
risks or these truths that she's talking about?
Inside, you'll find 2 wall-equipped radios. I have commandeered the old Cardinal Station 140.1 and used it to relay clues to the nearby beacons buried throughout the area. Find these beacons and the notes within, and discover the true chronicle of the island.
Oh, scavenger hunt.
140.1. So I
hunt,
need to use
scavenger
that one.
Wait.
Can I start it?
To whosoever finds the material, know that I'm discomfited in keeping it
140.1.
hidden and ashamed for the lies I helped preserve. But also know that I acted in what I felt were the best interests for all at the time. And truly for the interest of time itself. Margaret Adler.
It's like mystery novel.
I've seriously had like dreams about this. Finding a secret, digging it up, it turning out to be a mechanical
Alpha
unicorn.
November.
Yeah. We've all had the mechanical unicorn dream, but I think I'm ready just to go home. To be totally face up with you.
Everything becomes a alpha.
So she says everything becomes an Alpha November Tango. If you take the first letter of all those, like military letters, I don't know what you call those, like in Call of Duty, and like Tango down, said everything becomes an antique eventually. So is there a hint here? I don't know how much time I want to spend poking around in this game. It's kind of like a point and click adventure kind of thing, but the clue is everything becomes an antique eventually. So what could that point to? Oh, there's a store called Antiques and Gifts. Let's take a look there. Everything becomes an antique eventually. There we go.
Oh my god, the Kamiloa was destroyed by friendly fire? We've been lied to all this time.
Okay, so USS Walter Roy, a destroyer escort, sunk the USS Kanaloa with friendly fire on October 25th, 1943. The USS Kanaloa is a ship that crashed, or we were told that it crashed on this island and killed everybody inside. And the ghosts that have been like bothering us this whole game supposedly are the pilot and or the captain and the crew and the passengers who were on the USS Kanaloa. So it says here that they were actually destroyed by friendly fire. It had a developmental nuclear reactor, has been sent out weeks earlier to test its capabilities. A weapons technician of the Walter Roy had been at Francis Salter's wedding. Salter was an engineer on the Kanaloa. Alright, I guess maybe every area here has like a thing. Everything becomes a... Okay, I'm kind of tempted to go down to the bottom and just see if I get another signal. Because I wonder if this game is the kind that would let me just end the game, like I can escape without knowing anything. It would suck, but it would totally be in character for them to allow me to just not do anything and just leave. Like, the main objective was to leave in the first place, but now it's up to my decision if I really wanted to poke my nose around further. So I'm just gonna scan this area real quick. There's a dock over here, so I'll have to turn back eventually. And it should be radio frequency 140.1, so there's nothing here. Alright, I'm gonna turn back. But now I'm kind of like, I should probably just keep the radio out. But maybe there's only one of these things, one like little tidbit to find per map. So this is the main gate map. And in my previous playthrough, which I've uploaded to YouTube just for, you know, safety keeping, since these story games are kind of weird if you don't get to see the whole thing, I can link the YouTube if anyone needs that. But the previous one, we started by getting off a boat onto the dock on the bottom left here where it says Edwards Island. We walked right up to that guest information center, and then the kids were like, hey, we're going to go have our dumb drug kid party thing, but let's see where we're going now. It says to take the boat and escape, so do I need to go pick up the guys first? Because we know that we have the thing. So do I bother telling the guys first, or do we test out if the key works, if we even have a boat? Because this is all under the pretense that we have a boat. But what if we get over there, boat's not working, the ghosts are like, nah, you don't get a boat. Alright, let's see what we have to do next. What's her name will probably say something. And then I'll also scout around for those clues. They're not too hard to find. Like, they give you a little quick clue about where to look. That one was just the military call signs, I think. I don't know what you call them.
Alex, why are you wearing that jacket? It's like 75 degrees.
Alright, real quick. Map says... Okay, I can either get to the Adler Estate through the Beacon Beach or the Epiphany Field. I'll just go through the
degrees and the sun's
field.
out, you know? And I thought you said you were gonna go swimming anyway. You bring a jacket, but you don't bring a swimsuit.
What the?
The sun is not out. The sun is... I guess it barely came out just now. But
oh, Alex has brown hair.
This is when
yep.
I get
She dyed
punished
her hair
for
then.
watching the weatherman. He said it was going to be like overcast.
He
Wait a
said there was
minute.
a chance
Oh,
for
that's
clouds.
Michael.
Hey, Michael, we didn't bring drinks. Did we?
Michael?
I thought we said we'd bring drinks.
Wait, Michael?
Yeah? What is it? Did I almost step on a crab or something?
Where's Jonas?
Where's Jonas?
Jonas? Who's Jonas?
Yeah, that's a weird thing to ask here since I was a
yeah,
Nona.
is that a friend of yours?
You
My
want
new
to know who
stepbrother.
Jonas is? He's my new stepbrother, okay? Do you get what's happening now?
Alright, can you just call your new friend your best friend for my sake? Stepbrother's kinda encroaching on my territory there.
Yeah, it's like when my mom calls her cat her special little lady. It's like, I'm standing right here.
Oof. You're dead. Why am I here? You're dead. You're dead. Why am I here? You're dead.
You're dead.
I'm dead. I'm dead?
I think she's talking about the...
Oh, the car? No, they don't... Listen, Mom and
Oh,
Dad
they
know.
think
They don't
figuratively
care.
dead.
Well, I mean, they cared a little, but
You
they know I can fix
drowned.
it.
No. You drowned in Horn Lake back at home.
Yeah, and last week I died in the fire, right? You keep having these nightmares because you eat Mom's cookies like right before bed. And anyways, I'm gonna teach you how to swim at the pool in the park, so don't worry about it.
So this is why Clarissa hates Alex.
Today turned out to be
She blames
a
Alex
flawless
for
day. It really
Michael
did.
dying.
Yeah, no, it did. It really did.
Clarissa,
I
don't
wanted
you
to bring a
remember?
cake, but thought you'd laugh at me.
Clarissa, doesn't this... Don't you remember we're all on the island? Nona's there.
I love Nona like a three-legged puppy, but she would shrivel up and die in the sun.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she's better off at home, trust me.
Okay, let's keep going then. Very strange what's happening here. They're doing a lot of this, like, I guess the ghosts are just blasting her back in time and forward in time. So that's the first time we got to see Michael. Before, we just kind of knew that he died
since we did
for some
something,
reason.
right? I feel like I haven't talked to you in a while. How have you been? What's been going on? How's classes? How's what's his
I
face?
missed
Mr.
you.
Collins English.
Truthfully, I've...
Throw rocks here.
Sorry. I think, yeah, I accidentally left my phone on the ferry because I do things like that.
Oh god, you idiot. Go get it before it leaves.
When I get back, I want to hear an Alex story.
Ooh, can't I come with? Oh, okay, I guess.
I guess.
There we go.
So...
Do you remember anything?
Do you... Well, I guess you don't remember anything, right?
Let's go sit
what
with
am
her.
I meant to remember? I'm sorry,
She's not
did
singing
I
yet.
forget something?
Our
Island
whole,
horror
like,
show.
island horror show. Ghosts and possessions and none of this is jarring like anything loose?
If this is about Ren's movie, I mean, I told him I didn't want to do it. Half the script was an underwear scene, so, you know,
What the heck?
no thanks. I'm glad we could all do stuff today. I'm glad you were cool with it. I
Oh,
mean,
she doesn't
I know
hate
you
her.
guys are really close, and like, I know it can be annoying when somebody starts keeping all their time for their girlfriend or whatever. So, I think it would be cool if we could like continue to do things together.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I totally.
She's being totally
understand.
nice.
And yeah,
Aw.
let's do stuff. You know.
Cool. Michael, he loves you like a lot. I'm sure you know that, but he talks about you all the time. Oh, Alex did this, and Alex let the frogs out in science
thanks
class.
for telling
Isn't she
me.
hilarious?
Thanks for telling me.
Yeah, of course.
I had to fight the skipper for it, but he didn't reckon how many squats I could do.
What the
What's
heck?
it up to? 6?
Only on burrito days. On non-burrito days, it's like 8.
So you love me,
So
huh?
apparently you love me. Is that right?
Well, if I don't, I don't know why I got you that skateboard for your birthday.
Seems like a
You
cool
skate?
dude.
Not yet.
Oh yeah,
Oh my god,
thanks.
I forgot about that thing.
How could you already forget? I gave it to you like 2 months ago.
I'm sure it'll get a lot of use. So, I actually really want a cold something, so I'm gonna run into town and get like a soda. Anybody want anything?
Can we just come with? That's very weird.
Nah, I'm good.
No,
No, thanks.
thanks. I'm chill.
I'll be back.
Why don't we all just go with? It's like, it's weird.
Okay, I'm here. What's
I'm
the
not too
story?
sure what the
I
intent
want
is
the
with
news.
splitting
I want
everyone
the
up.
Alex first edition. What's going on?
Okay, things are bad. I feel like it's good to say things are bad here.
Bad, actually. Mom and Dad aren't great, and I'm like a hair trigger away from spinning off this planet. and-
Hey, look. First of all, Mom and Dad are Mom and Dad. They fight a lot, but they're whatever. Everything always blows over. It's gonna be fine. You're too young. We're too young to worry about marital discord.
It's not gonna blow
It's
over.
not gonna be fine. It's not gonna be fine. I know
We
how
kind of
this
know
goes. I
this,
have
that it doesn't
insider information.
it doesn't
Let's
work
just
out, and
call
that's
it,
why her
okay?
parents split up.
Look, just because Janie's parents got a divorce and made poker nights super uncomfortable doesn't mean ours have to too, alright? And look, I know this was supposed to be our day, but I completely forgot I promised Clarissa I'd do something with her, so thanks
he's
for
trying.
chaperoning. I know it's not what you had
What
in
an
mind,
okay dude.
so... But
No, what
I
do you
owe
see in her? That's everything. Say no
Yeah,
problem.
No problem. Just don't get all smoochy smooch.
I don't know.
while
I
I'm
don't want
in
to be
the general
rude.
vicinity.
They're both being very
Because
nice
that
here.
would never happen. It's important to me that you like Clarissa, Alex, so tell me the truth. What do you really think of her?
Stick with it. She seems nice here. I feel like him dying changed her, so
Stay with her.
I don't
If
think
she
dumping
makes
her
you
is the
happy,
right choice.
She makes
you
you
know, or
laugh.
it's kind of
Who am
rude.
I to say anything otherwise?
Thank you. Good blessings, good tidings. You know, I never noticed. That's a good-looking jacket. I should ask for it back. I like my new
Oh,
one. Feels like I got shoes on my arms or something.
I need it more than you.
You know what, Bucko? I need it more than you.
There we go. That's the whole point of the scene.
Bucko,
The
you
jacket
haven't
she's
called me
wearing
that
is
in
Michael's.
years.
There we go. I guess that was the whole point of this scene, was just to show how much she and her brother were close. But it also showed that Clarissa wasn't really just such a jerk the whole time, because she's been really rude and this whole game, but we didn't know why. They kind of revealed that she dated what's her name's brother, and then he died, and I guess she blames Alex for his death. Interesting. She didn't seem so mean there. So I wonder if anything I do here, will it change the present?
Alex, are
Oh,
you
there we go.
all right? Are you back with me now? Man, you've been
Oh, get
acting
up.
like I don't even know how to put it, like a bird, just flitting around in circles for 10 minutes. I was about to like slap you or scream or something. It's been not fun to watch in light of everything.
I just
No,
saw
no,
Michael.
I just saw.
Of course, I gotta say that.
I think I
That's
just saw
crazy.
my brother Mike.
What? How? Where? Here? Is he? Was it like a? I don't know what to call it. A vision?
It felt like a
it was
time
like those
jump,
time
so I'm just
jumps
gonna
we're
say that's what it
sometimes
was.
having, right? This was. It's like we've been having ripples, and this was a wave. I was bumped all the way back to when Michael was still alive.
India,
Right now?
Hotel, Tango. For the ships coming home,
Turn on the lighthouse. Okay. There we go. See, these are not hard to find
I
at
didn't know
all.
Maggie grew up in Maine.
There's a similar statue of a soldier in Maine where I grew up. My memory of it is, I think, part of the reason why I said yes when the army recruited me out of college despite my family's protestations. That's weird. Reason to join the army. Anna, my closest friend from childhood, was of course thrilled at the possibility of my escape. I anonymously started the petition of 1975 to have this one made after the daughter of Kenneloa crewman Francis Salter asked. I don't know why. Mark, maybe for the hope I once had to help people. Okay, so where's that statue? I don't see it. Maybe I passed it. I'm kind of bad with memorizing those kind of things, but interesting. Let me just double check. So once I've grabbed the letter, then the radio frequency goes silent. So there shouldn't be another one, as far as I can tell. Such a weird thing, I guess.
Hey, why aren't you at the tower?
This one got a little antsy.
Weird stuff was playing on the radio. That voice said I had a mother's laugh.
What does that even mean? Anyways, are we happy?
We are happy. We got a new radio that's supposed to open doors and gates in some magical way.
That's what's been happening the whole time, though.
Thank God. I was getting nervous that you would have walked all that way and then not found anything. Seeing as how it was my advice to do the whole thing, but it worked out.
Okay,
so
let's
great.
check if they made up first, since they've been arguing the whole time.
You two been? What am I working with here? How much leering am I gonna have to put up with?
Are they bros
I'm
now?
glad we can leave. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, don't even tiptoe in the vicinity of a joke right now. I just want to get out of here.
What's her name's not here
If
yet?
the radio's the thing.
It doesn't matter without Clarissa.
Yep,
Do
there
I
we go.
really
We
have
gotta
to
find
point
her.
out that she's not here?
Oh, yeah, that's...
Let's
Look,
check out the boat.
We got the way in. Let's just do what we meant to do and check to see if the boat works.
But not leave yet,
Yeah,
right?
we shouldn't
Listen,
leave.
if we have the key,
but
which is apparently this radio, then let's just go to the house and see. And if it looks like we can leave that way, then we'll go on a Clarissa hunt.
yeah, let's make sure that we can leave first
I think
before
you're supposed
anything
to use
else.
the radio to tune into the gate, right, Alex?
Okay,
I guess
so
the
it
radio will
says.
open this somehow.
Hopefully. Give it a whirl.
Okay, there's no signal that says what to do, so it's not 140. So I'm not too good about understanding what these radios do. So I'm not a tech person, and all I know is that if you turn to the right frequency, something happens. As far as gameplay is concerned.
And then we'll go and see the girls, yes?
And there's a couple like, I don't know what these are. Like it kind of feels like a movie dialogue that you just stumble upon, and I don't know if it's relevant in any way. How do I know what signal to use? That sounds like Morse code, but I do not. Oh, okay, I felt something over here. Oh, okay. Do I just hold it here? Yep, there we go. The gate's reacting. That's actually kind of spooky. That's such a weird way to make a key system, because then all I had to do was test out the radio frequency. Someone could break into these
Please
easily.
have a boat. Please have a boat. Please have a boat.
Just think happy thoughts.
Yeah, happy thoughts.
Please have a boat. Okay. So the reason why I'm able to know what radio frequency is the right one, the controller vibrates a bit when it does, so that helps me a lot. I know you can't tell because, you're not holding the controller yourself, but the vibration helps a lot. And then there's some sounds that the radio puts out. It used to come out of my controller, but then it wouldn't be audible for the stream, so I changed that. Now you can hear them from the stream. So hopefully that helps, because there's a lot of like radio dialogue and stuff to hear.
Jesus, that house is huge. That lady really knew how to live. It's like the Chateau de...
How'd she
How
get
did
so
she get
rich?
so rich if she was just like a communications person or whatever in the military?
I
That
think I
is
said when we got
accurate.
here, her family owned part of the island or something. I think she just inherited a lot, honestly.
Okay, let's check out this weird old lady's house. Let's do a boat and leave. We don't want to leave without Clarissa though, so let's come in here first and see what we can do. I don't know if I want to get into the basement. Too late. I'm in the basement.
There's something in here.
Just looks like vacation slides or something.
I was expecting more spooky since this is a ghost game, but not too bad.
Huh. Ren, you were right. There's like a ledger
hear
here.
us through
The
the
Adler
basement?
family does own the island. And
I
here's
guess.
a combination for a padlock to a chest is all it says. 29, 18, 54.
29,
chest?
18,
Have you seen one yet?
54.
Let's
Let's
just
just
look. It'll probably just
29,
be more
18, 54.
whatever,
I'm
banking
gonna type that in
files
chat
or
real quick 'cause I don't wanna
something,
forget
but
it.
maybe we'll get lucky.
Sorry, I'm too lazy to write this down. I'm just gonna type it in chat just so I don't
She
forget.
made a lot of what should I call these slides? They're not videos.
Silent memories?
They're like slideshows, I guess. Okay. Let's- I was trying to see if there's an Adler letter, since this lady supposedly hid letters all over the island. She hid information. That's a really weird thing to do. Why would she bury it all over the island?
It's like a boat that needs keys. There are no oars.
And before we go crazy, it wasn't with Maggie's stuff back at the office, like with the radio?
No. We looked through all of her stuff, I think.
That's a good thing I looked.
Well,
what's plan B if we can't find it?
In the house.
Keys, they have to be in the house for the movers or her family,
I
you
would
know?
think so.
That's as good a guess as any.
Sometimes when I lock myself out of my house, I can't help but just stare at the deadbolt, trying to like hypnotize it to open or something. You ever do
Check
that?
inside the house.
Not really. But we can try that now if you think it'll help.
Alright, let's see if this works. Oh, I see there's a little triangle above the door, so...
It's a radio lock.
Another
The woman sure did
radio
love
lock.
her antiquated security.
Yeah, that is pretty antiquated, because that's weird. If I had a radio, I can just guess the signal until it works. Like, I'm just gonna go through all these until I get a reaction. Here we are.
that is a nifty gizmo.
Alright.
Finally.
Oh, what the heck?
Jesus. Scared me. Thought you were like Maggie Adler's dead body or something.
How'd you get in here?
How do you get in here? The door was locked. Do you have, like, a radio?
No, I don't have a radio. The kitchen window was open.
Kitchen window? Where?
In the back? In the kitchen?
Okay, sure.
Sure.
Look, Clarissa's
This is
here.
kinda...
So everyone's here
I
now.
don't think
We
that's
can
her.
everyone's okay, all right? That's a good
Yeah,
thing.
let's just find the keys to the boat or a phone or whatever and just find a way home. I promise. We can all keep talking and or fighting at school on Monday.
I
Keep
don't
her on
care what she
Clarissa.
says, just everyone keep your eye on her.
Yeah, we don't want her to go
just
missing
might
this
climb
time.
through the kitchen window again. Who knows?
Okay, we get it. Haha, carry on. Everybody find something and hope that it helps.
Alright, we're gonna rummage through this old lady stuff. I guess the kitchen's right here. I see like cupboards and stuff. They said there's a chest code. I'm curious if there's a chest in this building. Why are they going outside? How rude.
How are you doing?
How
Talking
are
real
you
quick.
doing?
Hey, Stepbro. As
I
crappy as
think
everyone
about
else.
as bad as everybody else right now. I feel like I've been run over with a truck with acid wheels, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's pretty much been the slogan of the night. We'll make shirts when we get home.
Alright.
It's been
Okay,
disconnected.
that's not gonna help.
Bummer.
Bookshelf.
Man, she owned enough books. It's mostly math, I think, ergodic thermodynamics, and religion. Sheesh, there's a
Okay,
lot
we
of...
get it. She liked the smell of paper. Fascinating insight. We'll all miss her dearly.
Okay, why don't you get off your ass and help then?
Man, they don't
I
get
am
along right now.
by keeping out of the way of more enterprising sorts like yourself.
Ugh.
Diagram. Typewriter. Alright, real quick though, I'm gonna go on a quick 5-minute break. So I'm gonna put on a quick commercial break and I'll be right back to continue the playthrough. Alright, welcome back. Thanks for waiting, you guys. Hope those commercials were okay. Like, I really liked when the commercials that we had were like the Travis Scott burger, because that one's pretty funny. It's an okay burger, by the way. I'm gonna continue checking out this lady's house.
Oh, it's a draft of her letter that she left in the office. To whom it should concern. She
Yeah,
left notes
I found some of
everywhere,
those
she
already.
said, hidden with secret signals.
She was an odd one,
She
I'll
was
give her
up to
that.
something.
But, you know, cool in a way.
Maybe she was up to something. You ever think of that? I mean, she's wrapped up in this thing somehow.
Maybe, but also things don't have to make sense. Sometimes stuff just happens.
This diagram
That's
first.
the end of it.
Wait, have you seen this? It's like a star map or a diagram of planets or something.
Yeah, why would she need anything like a map of the universe?
Part of the
It's not like she's
relay?
bouncing stuff off satellites for a job. Or maybe they were back then, what do I know?
Maybe
lady's house is
they
actually kinda
needed to
small.
chart signals through space or something.
Pull the string. Maybe you, oh, attic. There we go.
Oh, that's an attic? Thought it was like a cat's toy or something.
Okay.
Wanna come up?
Yeah,
Let's check
sure.
this out. I should have checked the bedroom area, but oh, there's a chest. Okay. Now I wonder if I needed to
You know
remember
what?
it.
This might be the chest that takes that combination. 29.
Okay, I didn't need to remember it.
54. It's a lot of radios and those containers we saw at the town office. Oh, and like a map of the caverns. She's written here, tune into the source.
What do you think that means? She couldn't have known about the ghosts, right?
Tune
Perhaps
into
the
the
new radio
source.
has a way of
It's
linking
probably
with
something
ghosts.
about the special radios, you know?
Huh. Is this... Ah,
Great.
the boat keys. Got 'em.
It's not gonna be this simple, is it? We can't just start the boat and
Perfecto.
leave.
All right, we got keys for the boat. Where?
Jonas found them in a chest upstairs. So say thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was just saying
Very
it. It's
slender
not
of you,
directed
dude.
at you or anything.
Okay, let's get out of
Okay.
here. I don't think there's anything else to look at. At least the circles that should have shown up on the right side did not show up. And nothing changed here, so we're probably gonna go outside and yep, there we are. What the heck?
Alex. Oh,
Can we check on our friends first?
Come down here, please.
What's going on?
We have something we want to show you.
Clarissa, what's going on?
You're confused, aren't you? Well, you should be. How does it go? Things are different, except in a different way.
I don't like that her voice
Just
is being
come
said twice or
downstairs
something
so we
creepy,
can
you know?
get started.
Get up.
Nona,
She's
come on,
dead.
honey. It's time to motor.
Yeah, they're not gonna get up,
Ren,
but I might as
come
well
on,
check.
We got a boat to catch, buddy.
What happened to this guy?
Jonas, don't
Okay,
don't just
get out
sit
of here.
there. We're in a time shift loop thing.
She said to come down here, so where is she? Ah, okay. Hello.
Ah, there you are. Now we imagine you're a bit confused. But don't
Training for
fret.
what?
This will be the final part of your training, Alex.
All training is supervised by very skilled instructors.
Training. I don't want
Yeah,
to
they
be
do this
trained.
weird. Oh,
What
there
are
we
you
go.
signed up for this,
They have a lot of
Alexander?
really weird, trippy stuff happening. It's pretty fun.
Tuned into our signal. So please, I cannot bear your excuses,
haven't-
offspring. You walked in here with clear eyes.
Yeah, I like how they make
Changes
this
to that
haunting
stupid
stuff
thing,
look.
okay?
It's pretty good.
If I knew what it was gonna do you really think I would have even brought this radio?
It's okay. Everything will be fine. The test is easy. We will speak of something we see in the house, and you will go and find it. See?
What
As
are
simple
the
and good
games?
humor as your mother's apple pie.
What is it with you guys and all the games? You're like dogs or children. Just what is the point?
The point, dear, the point is that they were
So
never
what's the
games.
point?
And you can figure that out by your lonesome. Now, let's start with the softball. I spy
Radiation.
with my little eye. Radiation. There is
Radiation. What has radiation? The television, right? Okay.
9.
Yeah, it's okay. The plot's a bit
Are you talking
messy.
about
It's
the
like you
TV?
gotta have seen everything, but
The older models
basically we're just trying to escape an island.
But right now, you'd be wise to think of radiation.
In another sense,
Radiation and another side.
pay attention.
What are you even talking about?
I
Not.
spy.
With my little eye, enough. Let's make this a little harder, okay?
Is it this painting?
Okay.
It looks kind of like a knot.
So I need to find all the stuff she's telling us to find.
It's time for the bonus round, Alex, so
Okay.
stay quick.
This is what you really want to find. I spy with my little eye
I got portraits up here.
a picture of a memory. Be fast now.
The picture of I guess it's Maggie Adler and somebody. Is this it?
Yes,
Very nice. That's Margaret Adler and her friend Anna. You see, you and your schoolyard chums are experiencing, well, this has sort of happened before. Maggie and Anna tried to
So
sport.
they've tried to talk to the
many
ghost
years ago,
before.
and only one survived. And in the process, we discovered a way for us to return.
What happened to Anna?
It just takes a little time.
We know that Maggie survived. This is her house. So.
Wait, what? What happened to Anna?
let's leave it at the poor girl didn't know what she was
Oh.
Playing with, it doesn't matter. They're not an eternal recurrence.
No, no.
The waves. It's the waves, we think. And we will use them.
So they're gonna possess us forever?
To your friends as sunlight blooms into flowers.
Can't do that.
And we will engulf.
So the ghost just want bodies?
Think about what you're doing.
We can do that, Alex. And what it seems your parents since 80 years has been for us, eons to know an existence without life. We tried it too quickly with Anna, and now we know to wait and soak. We had to keep you here on the island. And it will be a great honor, Alex, really, to carry us through
There
this
has
life
to be another way.
and on to the next.
You had your time. Don't take ours just because you had some accident.
We never had our time. It was ripped from us. We watched the universe's conception fly to its demise over and over and over again. When our vessel dashed on the rocks, we had until dawn, and so will you.
So we have to escape soon? Or they'll possess us?
Thank you for your
So I'm screwed. Alright, so the ghosts want to have actual bodies so that they can get out of here. There's tape players, I better play these. I didn't see if there was one upstairs, I should double check. Let me just check real quick, nope, there wasn't, okay. So it seems like the ghosts are all victims of that boat crash a while ago, where it turned out it was actually like their boat got fired upon by another friendly boat. And these ghosts who all died on that boat want to get, they want to be human again, I guess. And they're gonna do it by possessing our friends. So, but then there's a lot of this time trippy stuff. I'm trying to figure out how does that play a part. Why does Black Mamba 0016 don't influence Michael? What the heck? Hey, who are you?
He should go to school here.
Every so often we see someone in a mirror like that and they'll talk, and I wonder if it's another player who has made decisions in this game. Because it always says a username like that. I'm like, Black Mamba 0016, so. Oh.
So we can
She
go
okay?
on. I think I'm gonna be sick.
They saw
Me
it.
first.
Oh, they remember.
Wasn't a dream or a vision or something. You and Clarissa
Nope, no
standing in
dream.
the living room just now, was it?
No, that was very, very real.
Yep.
We're in, like, trouble.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, we kind of really are.
So, I mean, Christ. If Clarissa was whisked away to the cave by nuclear submarine monsters, then... I mean, the plan has to be to retrieve her,
yeah,
right?
we should leave.
I'm still going to call them ghosts if that's okay.
A ghost is a monster, so...
No, completely that's the plan. Of course it is. Clarissa is not going to be the human sponge for some evil island ghosts. Not on my watch.
Well, if we're going to the cave... Oh, actually, I forgot. I saw the entrance has been caved in since you guys went inside.
Alright, I know there are a whole bunch of secret communist bomb-fearing tunnels dug into this place during the 1950s.
So there should be secret
and
tunnels.
Maggie has loads of film about military stuff in her basement, so...
Maybe there's a way back into the cave
going.
through one of those, you're thinking?
Let's take a look.
Epiphany?
What kind of name is Epiphany Fields anyway? Wait, is it Epiphany?
It's
Epiphany Field.
Alright,
Oh, that
I
makes
guess
more
I do
sense.
have the option to leave right now, but I don't want to do that. That girl seemed like an okay person, Clarissa. So perhaps I'll try to save her. Just check if there's any hidden letters. I don't know if there's anything that happens if you get all of them, but let's see. Nope, this way. Okay, nothing here. Check the map. Adler's number station. Oh, I need to go to Epiphany Fields. That's what they just said. Can I go through here? It said it's upwards of the house. Why did he walk this way, though?
Alright, there's already something in here. Experiments and Findings of Experienced Phenomena, January 52.
Awesome. Oh man, if this turns out to be just prehistoric home videos.
Yeah.
I'm sure this is just the
Sweet, they're learning.
Boo!
These are just slideshows?
Okay, alright, we get it.
Okay, we're getting warmer, I think.
So, if you look at the, lines or whatever, the bomb shelter should lead right into the cave, just like from another angle.
Brilliant.
According to this, at least.
Oh, so it does.
I feel like you should be nice to that girl.
Is it?
Brilliant.
Yeah, how do we get in? It's just like the cave wall, only steel or whatever bomb shelters are made out of.
Oh,
all the ghost portals look
She
like
knew about
triangles,
these
so
things?
Wow, that's crazy.
temporal tears.
It says that to fix a temporal tear, that's a mouthful, in the cave, we would need to transpose to the other side and
So we
tune
have to go
into the
into the
source
ghost
within
portal.
itself.
Okay, but we're not doing
How
that,
would she
right?
know this?
Good
Done
question.
it before?
Yeah, that's going a little above and beyond.
Well, how would she even know this? I don't care how much research she did, this would be out of anyone's realm of expertise.
Well, something better work,
Or we're boned.
or we're boned. Precisely.
Oh, sorry, this looks like the end, but from the wrong film thing.
No, wait. This is something I actually remember from that stupid radio tour thing, because it, sounded so weird. It's called
So we
the
gotta go
call and
find this.
response system.
Unlock the bomb
It
shelter.
unlocks the bomb shelter. This is showing us how to do it. See? It says, when someone sends an emergency signal from the Catbird station in the woods, and the receiving station confirms
Brilliant.
it. It's like a connected
That couldn't
response
work.
thing.
Alright,
So we're gonna have to
but
walk all the way
come
back
on,
there,
Rona,
find
do you
that
honestly
place.
believe that the old equipment in either building will still work?
I don't know, but it's the only thing we have so far.
And time's a clicking.
Alex and me will head through the woods, do the, call part. You and Ren can hang by the door to the bomb shelter and open it when it's ready.
Let's think this through. I feel like we should establish that before we
Can we
split
just
up.
think this plan through for 1 minute before running off half-cocked?
Everyone heard that, right?
Don't we need access codes or something like that?
Actually, I doubt it. It'll probably be tied to the military radios and, well, we stole them.
Okay.
So,
Well, the system works.
So the plan is to go to the spot we need to send an emergency response or emergency call, and then they have to receive it to open the bomb shelter. So I've got to go back to Hardin Tower. A lot of penis jokes in this game.
all right, break. And if anything goes wrong, please,
Now be sure to
don't
tell
tell me.
you.
I won't want to know.
Well, now I'm gonna run over there
We
and
still don't know where
specifically
Clarissa
tell
is.
you at
She's
the
kind of
first
been
drop of bad news.
she's been blasted this whole game, so no idea what happened to her. So we need to get out of here and then go to all the way up here to Bridge Stand. No idea how to get to Epiphany Fields though. Is there Epiphany Fields? Maybe it's this way. Alright, I wonder if I could leave right now and just leave that girl behind and just end the game. I wonder if it would let me. I feel like it would. Why am I not able to go? There we go. So I'm wondering if that would be one of the endings. Since I know this game's got multiple endings, maybe it would allow me to leave early just to say oh, we escaped. We left that girl there though, and she's gonna be soaked up by the demons or the ghosts. And the ghosts, they want to become people, so they're trying to... They said before they accidentally killed one of the people that they're trying to possess, and they probably should possess them over time instead, so... See how this goes. Alright, I should also check out... Oh, that's not a good... Oh, that's not good. What's happening here? I can't even move him. He drowned.
Alex, okay. Are you back to normal?
I just saw it was like a premonition, I think, and I know that sounds whatever, but this must be what it's like when people say they do that, because I kind of just
We just saw him though. Is he gonna drown right now?
Okay, just take it easy for a second. You went all red-eyed, like when we get possessed.
That's not good. I guess I've been convincing myself I was immune because of my generally happy demeanor.
It only lasted like a minute, but we should hurry up and
do
this before the door on you opens any wider to them.
But the thing with Ren, it was so real. It was like I was there with him. Maybe we should go back.
But I'm sure
it'll take a minute to go back though, but
finish what we started.
But I feel like the ghosts are just messing with us. I'm just gonna hope that my friend survived. Maybe. I wonder if that decision is gonna bite me in the butt, because there's definitely a lot of spots in this game where you gotta make a decision and it bites you in the ass later if you pick wrong. Okay, I'm at a crossroads, so I need to go to Hardened Towers, probably this way. What is this? Wait a minute. Why is he here?
No, look, it kind of made sense.
Why are they here?
Guys.
Wait. Did I get the plan wrong? Because if I got it right...
No, you didn't get it wrong.
You're supposed to be yellow brick roading it to the wood station right
a little
about
concerned
now.
for this
Ren,
dude.
Are you doing okay? Like, you haven't almost drowned or anything in the last hour, or...
No, fit as a fiddle.
So
well,
was I supposed to go the other
like
way?
a fiddle you'd find in someone's damn shed or something. You know, kind of warped.
Oh, actually, I don't know. I'll try walking this way still.
Looks a little...
Satisfied?
So just be careful.
Can we go now?
Okay, but just, like, be careful, you two, okay?
Careful. Definitely will do.
Check, double check.
Okay, well, it's been fun catching up, kids. We'll go do our half of the fix the ghost problem equation now.
So,
all right.
We're gonna go.
See you after, at the bomb shelter.
I guess they were ahead of us. But then this makes me think maybe I'm on the wrong path. I need to check what these signs say so I can go to the right place. I think there's 2 ways to get to that spot. Milner Outpost is this way. Bridge stand. I'm gonna see if I can go through Toei Woods and get there. Milner Outpost, Hardened Tower. So I don't think there was a secret letter in this area because I don't see one popping up on my map. Since 140.1 should tell me hints for where to find this thing. Hmm. 4 a.m.
You know what time it is?
It's 4 in the morning, which is usually about the time
Sounds about
everyone
right.
decides if they're going to bed or ordering another 3 pizzas.
Bed,
Yeah?
pizza, of course.
What's your
Ah,
vote
bed.
usually in that situation?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Usually, I'm asleep at 11 with my hand half dunked in the chip bowl.
You think this
That's all we
tuning
have.
into the
That's the
terror
best we
thing's
can
gonna
do.
work? Like, really?
It really doesn't matter if
Weird
it's gonna work.
chair.
It's sort of all we have, and we're running out of time.
It is all we have, yeah. I just wish I felt like the ghosts were concerned that their plan won't work. I just feel like they're pretty confident. Like they know by sunrise they're all going to be shopping for school supplies.
Jonas, they should be concerned. They should be scared. And that's on them if they're
Fallen
not.
tree.
Alright, good to hear.
Tango, Romeo, Echo,
Fallen tree.
Echo. Now called something else.
I think this stuff is
Fallen
getting pulled
tree.
in from, like, their time or something. This is so weird.
Fallen tree.
Yeah, it's
but
not
called
exactly a good
something
omen.
else.
I think we're running out of runway here.
Fallen tree. Alright, well I gotta go to the bridge stand. So I'm gonna... Oh, wait, I should probably just crawl across instead. So earlier I was able to make this jump. Hopefully they don't... Oh, okay, yeah, we're good. Couldn't have waited. Okay, the clue for this area is that there's a fallen tree, and that should have the secret letter that gives more information about what happened here. I don't see one though, so I think I'm gonna ignore it for now and hope that I just come back this way. Bridge stand. There we go. I wonder how close I am to an ending though. Like if this game gives you an option to have bad endings where you just end the game early. Like could I have left earlier? I didn't want to test it in case I accidentally do it, but let's see.
Now the station's up at the top of the
I
hill.
hope so too. That's all we can do.
I hope this works.
People lose
Golf,
their names
Romeo,
and give them to Golf, Romeo,
Graves.
Alpha, Victor, Echo.
People lose their
Cena.
names and give them to graves. There were some gravestones earlier that I remember seeing in this area. I'm gonna go check them real quick. They must have the secret letter. So right over here, there's like a small graveyard. There's only a few. There we go.
She
but the
thinks
metal
that
needs
the
none.
ghosts were pushed out of our
My belief,
reality.
bolstered by
and
Anna's and my research
maybe
conducted
aren't
largely at the
actually
Catbird
dead?
Station, where interruptions were rare, is that the men and women of the USS Kanaloa were separated from our dimensional existence by the implosion of the submarine's nuclear reactor. So the ship had a nuclear reactor on board, and I guess it blew up and blew them into another dimension. I identified one passenger, Henry, by his call sign, and his confused diction and reliance on game logic says to me that their emotional states, their mental states have been reduced to that of children. I thought I clung to when I envisioned Anna's demise. Call sign, pound F139. Okay. So then they think that the people on the submarine that got blown up turned into ghosts because of the nuclear reactor on board. Alright, there doesn't seem to be another one in this area. Usually there's only one per area anyway. I need to go to bridge stand, which would be at the top here, I guess. Wait, that's gonna... Ah, man.
Now the station's up at the top of the hill. I hope this works.
Ugh, not this again. We're in another time maze thing.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
We were due. Now the station's up at the top of the hill. I hope
I
this
also
works.
hope that.
Yep, I am also.
Alright, what's in
hope
here?
that.
Anything I can use to get out of this? Because I can't tell though if the intention with the time loops is to force me to do the same thing until it works, or are they going to keep looping me if I'm going the wrong place? I'm trying to go this way, and it seems like maybe the ghosts don't want me to finish what we're trying to do. Yep. Back here. So, where do I go? Okay, I can't leave this spot. Oh, you know what? Maybe I gotta pull out my radio. So I just wait for the vibrate, and then that must be around where the correct system is. Because they're not letting me out of here. Yeah, there's nothing. Maybe if I turn back, would they... Oh, sheet. Okay.
Ren! Nona, what happened? What's wrong with Ren?
Ren.
Yep, there you go. That was right away.
He had an accident. He died. I couldn't.
No, come on. Clarissa was dead too.
That might have been the wrong thing to say.
Not dead.
Oh
because
man, that was rude.
apparently killing
I'm sorry.
yourself doesn't actually do anything here.
Alex!
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What
No,
happened?
I didn't mean anything.
What happened?
Wait, but we saw him drown. Oh,
He drowned. He took a fall.
where is he?
I don't know. He just stopped.
I mean, does it really
Hey,
matter
fix
what
Ren.
happened? Either way, done is done.
Fix Ren, whatever you want to call it. I know you're doing it. Just fix it.
It's not us doing it, dear. We weren't lying. The time loops you've taken to calling them, which we do find so adorable,
Yeah,
are
right.
of your own making.
Just like you infesting us like lice isn't your fault either.
That we have and will own up to, but the other stuff, that we're afraid is on you. Alex, we know you're in charge and we know your plan, and we also know that your plan won't work. It never does. So we have a proposition for you.
I guess
a
we
deal.
hear him
A
out.
bargain, really. And you should...
A proposition? Like what?
It's already over for Clarissa.
So we can
She's gone.
sacrifice her?
We'll pilot her through the rest of existence, and there's nothing you can do to change that. But if you agree to let us take her, let her go quietly and without fuss. You won't slaughter the rest of your friends. Like
Why do
young
you,
Reginald.
I don't want to give her up.
We need
No
the
way.
rest of you
I'm
cattle
saving
alone.
everyone.
We only really need the one anyway.
No way. I'm saving everyone. Everyone is coming home with me. We're all getting out of here.
Courage is not always the way, dear.
How do you know that we don't have much time left? How do you know?
You don't have much time left.
Fine. Shoot. How do you know?
We know because we can be Jonas for this long, and his soul is as quiet as an empty church.
Just never say
Alright. So time's running out, so we gotta choose. I don't want to sacrifice that girl though. I feel like that's definitely an ending I can get. Jonas isn't here. That's definitely an ending I can get. I feel like if I sacrifice her, we can escape. Man, okay, they're gonna force me to go the right way until that's right. Here's... Who's this? No. Aw.
I know he was your best friend, Alex. I'm sorry. I don't
It's
know
okay,
what
Nona.
happened.
You can't do anything about
One
that.
minute he was there, and then he was just...
It's okay, Nona. You didn't do anything wrong. I know it's not your fault. Of course it's not your fault.
I didn't know him that well, but I like what I'd gotten to know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't. It's colossally stupid of me to talk about him
It's
like
not
that with you
stupid.
here. This is... He was more important.
It's not stupid. It's not small to like somebody. It doesn't diminish anything.
Maybe.
Hmm.
It's a tiny thing, but
He hoped.
I hope he knew that I liked him. And I don't know if he did.
He hoped you did. I think
Interesting.
that's enough.
Okay, I'm gonna
Like I
do these
said,
tape players.
It's a tiny thing.
Okay. Usually these will get us out of the time loop, so hopefully that's what it does here. Okay.
The station's up at the top of the... Ugh. God, that was...
There's a lot of
my
things
mouth
to say.
feels
Remember
like I
that,
just
Nona?
ate a tree.
I feel like it's better to point out that.
Do you remember Ren, Nona, their whole little situation?
Yeah, I mean, maybe it
Seems
was
pretty
just
real,
a version of
but-
things, you know? Like it didn't happen in this time, or...
I don't know. I could, smell the seawater on her. But what do I know?
Oh, let's go. They got to the thing.
Hello? Anyone there?
What? Are they... Oh, they're somehow... I guess they're somehow broadcasting or something from the
They're both alive.
station speakers.
Are you guys at the station?
Alright.
They're both alive.
Anybody?
That's all I care about.
Jonas?
Punch Alex if you can hear this.
Jonas?
No, that's a bonus too.
Do it.
Seriously, right in the throat. Jonas, don't listen. We're all set here for the
Radio
the thing?
locked. I keep forgetting this thing.
Alright, I gotta find the combination for this door. Here it is.
I just have to tune it.
Yeah, let's do it. Time's wasted. Like,
Alright, let us in.
actually wasted. Like, I feel my body wasting away.
Okay,
No,
so
it's okay if you're, dealing with
guess
stuff.
we respond. We get that
We
thing
had to deal
open.
with stuff.
Hello. We're here. We made it. Hello.
Oh, hello. This is Edward Island's emergency. How may I help you? If
Let's talk about this
sat
real
on by
quick.
a very large burglar, just mash the dial with your fist, please.
I do not want to take the deal. That seems kind of BM.
Ghosts told me they wanted to make a sort of deal for Clarissa.
What?
I said no, of course, but I don't know. I just thought you guys should know before moving on.
Alright, come on. Let's open the thing. Send the signal.
Fix this fast.
Okay, so the
Signal
bomb shelter's open.
verified.
We can make it up.
Shelter TF1 open.
Nice.
I guess it worked.
Great. Okay, we'll meet you there.
Right.
Close the time
See you
hole
at
and
the
save the
shelter.
day.
Over and
So I gotta just go back to where I saw them. Seems a little too optimistic to say close the time hole and save the day. I feel like I'm getting near to the end, so I'm gonna try to finish this in this stream just to try to see what happens. I got a bunch of other games I'm feeling like I want to play on stream too. A lot of these shorter indie games I feel like might make for good stream games just because they're short and, you know, you don't have to watch like 30 hours of me playing one game just to understand it. Just 2 or 3 streams. Okay, I'm gonna check one more time if there's anything else to grab here, but I'm gonna head back to the boat, or the bomb shelter. This way. Oops. No, nothing. Okay. Let's try to get out of here. And hopefully we're out of here soon. This game is pretty straightforward. I haven't had to do much, like standing in one place or circling a map just to find something, so I kind of appreciate that. And when there are parts that I just kind of have to stand there and listen and talk, it's pretty interesting. I think the characters are all interesting enough to do this. Alright, so to get to the bomb shelter. Dang it. Jonas.
Mr. Jordan. Couldn't we have him reborn?
Jonas!
Okay, I'm... Jesus Christ, I really hate that. But I think,
What is it, like, what does it feel like
Ooh,
when that
tricky.
happens?
is you forget stuff, really. Like what you're supposed to be doing, or... I usually forget my dad's name to start. And then it snowballs into not remembering how to walk or talk, and... then you pass out.
But you, like, see stuff, right?
See stuff.
Like when I saw Michael on the beach.
Yeah,
and
I see stuff, but it's like, I don't know, they're like dreams. They just dissolve when I'm back. Look, it's scary, needless to say, when I like drown or whatever in my own body, and it's starting to feel like just...
Say it, bro.
Like, how do I say this?
It's okay, Jonas. Just say what's on your brain.
I just want to say, I think it would have been cool us living together for...
That's a
for
death
whatever,
flag. Don't
senior
say
year.
that.
And
I'm glad
I
to.
met you, that's all. I'm just glad we met.
I'm glad too, okay? So there, it's out in the open. We're both glad.
Okay, good. So,
I wonder if that's what he's been trying to say the whole time.
And now we can go back to the whole escaping and trying to live another day thing.
At the start of the game, Jonas tried to pull Alex aside and said, hey, I want to tell you something. But Ren was there, and he's like, I'll tell you when Ren's not here. I don't want him to hear it. I wonder if that's what it is. Maybe he's a lonely boy, and he appreciates having family now, so... Hoping that's what he meant, and that's what he wanted to say this whole time, because he finally got to say it. That's cute. I'll take it. Alright, it is now 5 a.m.
Okay, I'm just gonna say one thing, and then I promise it'll be the last time I bring it up tonight.
Who's
but
Ashley?
you know you screwed up with Ashley at the
Ashley?
concert, right? I mean, it's not a giant thing, but still.
Who's Ash?
Okay,
you
we're
mean Amanda?
back in time again.
My really good friend Amanda, who's moving away forever. That Amanda?
Yeah, that Amanda, who stole her mom's car. And I don't care if you didn't know she didn't have permission to take it, because whatever, fine. But you knew you didn't have permission to go to that show. Just tell me it's the last time I hear about you stealing a car. However inadvertently, my little heart can't handle the excitement.
Maybe not for the reasons you think.
Last time.
Okay.
Maybe not for the reasons you think.
I don't really care about the reasons, just for my own sanity, don't do it anymore.
Oh, he remembered.
Say,
Okay. Because I mentioned that he
your
should stay with
advice,
Clarissa.
I think I'm gonna really, like, commit to Clarissa. That sounds
big step.
dumb, like I'm pinning her or something. But you know what I mean.
Wow. Big man on campus. I don't know why I said that. Big step. That's what I mean. Big step.
It's not a big deal. I'm just letting you know, so... I don't know. I don't know why. I just wanted to tell you. Come on, let's get to the Sentry before the last boat comes. I gotta get the visual aid for the history project.
Then I just gotta write the
Oh,
stupid
you want to
essay.
go this way,
What
not the
history
bomb
project? They
shelter.
still make you do like work with
I think I just
so
have to
little left in
accept
the year?
where I am, I guess.
Unfortunately, it's just like a town history thing for civics, you know? So it's forced me to kind of, I don't know. And I mean, it's funny, I don't know if
I miss
I
you,
even want to be
bruh.
here next year. It's just all
There's
so
the statue.
flat. Same people, the same expressions.
Well, if you leave, I'd certainly miss you.
Yeah, no, I'd miss you too. It's just that everybody here knows me, you know? I know you think I have it on easy
Cool
street,
shot.
but people looking at you all the time, wanting evidence that it's good, that they lived here, that good things can happen to people that are from here, it can get to be a real drag.
You are
like,
great,
how about
though,
somebody
dude.
else be captain of whatever for once? Give me a
'cause,
rest.
you know,
You are great, though, and you're gonna be great whatever you do. I'm sure of it.
You got spunk, kid.
Yeah, well.
yeah, let's head back.
Let's head back before Karen Strands is here. You know, when we saw Uncle Pete last month, I wanted to ask him because he got out moving to New York. And I asked
was
him if
easy?
it was
It was hard?
leaving. Know what he said?
It was hard. I mean,
Do I need to go
knowing
back?
Uncle
Is that it?
Peter, he was probably 3 sheets to the wind.
He said the hardest part was deciding what to take with him and what to leave behind. I thought it was, I don't know, for him, kind of almost touching.
Oh my, how profound. I can't believe Uncle Pete's a mere
I just wanna
failed
check if this
actor
bomb
and not
shelter's
teaching
open while we're
philosophy
here.
at Berkeley.
Oh, shut up.
Nope. I think I'll go the
I
way.
cannot believe I had to pick you up from the police station because of Grand Theft Auto. I mean, that is too funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Does that have anything to do with the story, though? The fact that she stole a car before? Because the last time they blasted us into the past was to show Clarissa and Michael were dating and what that looked like. Since we didn't know anything about that yet. But now's just explain that Michael was gonna leave for college. Because that was a year ago, so he was a senior in high school. She's a senior right now, so she's probably just a year younger.
Alex?
Stop it. Just stop.
So Michael again.
You know, you went bad again. Couldn't get you out of it. We should get this done now.
I'm gonna let him talk before I go down.
saw Michael again.
Just let him finish real
sorry.
quick.
When I'm there, I just get sucked into
Okay,
it like
guess we're good.
nothing happened.
Come on, it's all right. I think I can.
Just don't say anything to them, okay? It's just like a trial period, like.
Ooh,
buying
are
a
they like
used
trying to
car
get together
that I can
now?
already
Is that what they're
tell
talking
is
about?
missing a lot?
Say anything
Yep,
about
nice.
what? What are you guys talking about?
We're dating. We're dating. Nona and I. We're gonna date.
Rin, dude,
Congrats.
what did I just say?
What?
Amongst
They
all this
asked,
ghost stuff.
Right? You asked.
Very nice.
Mazel tov on the happy couple.
Thank you.
No, stop. It's one date at the Revival Theater. We're just gonna sit quietly in the dark and watch a documentary on
sounds
Bosnian
great.
genocide.
Romantic.
Hey, one man's depressant is another chick's upper.
Aw, how cute. Riviera is a great movie house. And the ushers can't tell where you're putting your hands if you sit in row G, by the way.
Please don't tell him that. Anyways, I know it's stupid to be planning or whatever for this, but
Ooh, these are death
I
flags.
don't know. I just feel like maybe it's not that insignificant
Well, I'm
or
taking
whatever.
credit.
Whatever. Truly the language of love.
Shut up, you know what I mean.
Well, I'm taking full credit for this blossoming something.
Well, you shouldn't. But whatever.
Okay, let's let him finish talking.
I want to get this off my chest. Just something happened to us tonight, Alex. Something broke. I don't know if it was the ghosts or whatever, but you've been acting like not you.
Are you kidding me?
Ren.
No, I don't know.
Ren, are you... This is what you want to tell me before we go in there?
I know. I'm sorry. It's just been a
Okay.
crappy night. I don't even know what I'm saying.
They're gonna take a picture and there's a ghost behind
This
him.
is stupid, but can we
Yeah,
like
let's
take
let's
a
just
picture?
do it. Sure.
Why?
Takes like
I
3
don't know.
seconds.
In case things go bad and
Yeah, let's do
Sure.
it. We're on a beach.
If we can
Kind
do it like
of.
right in front of the bomb
Let's get a
shelter, that'd be
shred of
nice.
normal
Alright,
here.
on the move. I am right here.
All right, let's take it.
Okay, they made
Alex,
obvious
get
space
in
for
here.
me.
You're not getting out.
Oh, I actually do have a collection of pictures, so
All right.
let me see if they can save that picture.
Once we're in there, the door won't open again since the system.
Here we go. They look not very... Everyone except Ren looks kind of like kind of have to deal with being here, I guess. Okay.
So convoluted.
Sure. I don't think I'm
sure
planning
you're
to
ready to
explore
finish
the
this
rest of the
before we
island
go
anymore. I'm
inside.
just gonna finish it. Do I need to wait for them to? There we go. Let's talk to them first. I'll give you a hug, bro. 2 hugs.
We'll
Nice.
be back.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
Let's give Nona an awkward hug. We just met her. Nice.
Oof. Okay.
And then awkward Stepbro hug.
All right.
Okay, so is
I am
only
coming with you, you know.
me and Stepbro supposed to go? I think that's what they said just now. So let's see. Okay, so the picture does not have any ghosts in it. I think one of the previous ones you can see a ghost in the background. I do not see one here, so hopefully this is just a normal picture. I cannot tell though, but looked okay. Let's go.
Listen, Alex, I don't want to say anything to Ren or Nona, but the truth of it is I'm not feeling too awesome right now.
Hang on there, dude.
It's kind of getting worse, actually.
Just hang in there, Jonas,
It's a
okay?
familiar feeling,
I know you feel
honestly.
like a garbage snowman right now, but we're almost done.
Hey, what do you call a man
Is
who's
it a
short
joke?
of time? Huh? Have you heard this one?
What?
Is this a joke?
Yeah, it's a... What do you call a man that's short of time? Tim. You call him Tim.
Yeah, usually these are only in time loops. Is this a legit one?
It feels like wrong to see one of these when we're not in a time loop, right?
I guess that's supposed to be
Yeah,
there.
it kind of does.
So this is a bomb shelter. This is what they're
right?
fearing,
The
like
beds?
end of the world or something.
Thinking they would have slept here while the rest of us burned?
Yeah, but do you think it would even have worked? Like, if Yugoslavia
Too late,
or
though.
whoever dropped an A-bomb on their heads, I don't know if
Let's
this
check
place
the radio
would
so
have
I can
held
open this door.
Too late now anyway. I never got to try it out. Wait, it's...
Yeah, that's not. These aren't hard.
It's
Like,
not a radio wave
these are so easy to break into. I kind of think this is not an efficient way of opening it.
Wait, before...
Just don't be stupid.
Look,
Okay.
if something happens on the other side of this door, just don't be stupid.
We're all getting out of
Cut
here,
and
dude.
run,
Nope.
Okay? If I turn into dead weight or start freaking out,
Jonas, we're all getting out of here. I mean, look, we're about to fix this in 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Alright.
This is microwave popcorn of a problem.
I'm not asking, I'm telling.
Okay, let's not answer that. I don't want to commit to leaving him behind if he
Okay,
gets.
Mr. Dramatic, will you just shut up and help me with the door?
Wait. Okay, you know what? There's like the 10th time we've heard this song all night. There is something going on with...
It's probably a trick.
Like, why would this specific tune be all over the place?
Yeah, it's probably a trick, Jonas. The ghosts know we're closing in on booting them out, and they're throwing up distractions to
Okay, I guess
distract
we
you.
investigate
Maybe
this.
maybe you're right, but I mean, it's ghosts. And I'm not about to throw away the possibility this is something else. I'll be fast, but it's just too strange.
All right, I know what you're thinking, and Jonas, I'm sorry, but chances are remote that this is like your actual mom calling you from the grave or something.
Can we
Yeah, but
solve this real quick?
How remote? Really?
I'll fix it. Okay.
Like breaking or something. Can you fix it?
This is a bit weird. I have to like do the correct speed of that.
It sounds like it's her. Like a recording, or it's my mom. That's her voice in the
This doesn't feel
static.
right. We should just
You
go,
can hear
dude.
that,
Come on.
right? I mean, I know you don't know what she sounded like, but you can hear that. The voice, right?
Jonas, it doesn't feel right. Something's wrong.
Yeah, that's probably it, dude.
Is it possible? Do you think it's possible? I mean, we've been like
I don't-
talking with ghosts the entire night. Do you think it's like it could be?
I don't think it's her. We just
right?
gotta
It's
dip.
just with everything that's happened, she could have come here.
Jonas, I'm sorry, but I really don't think that's
He's
her.
desperate.
Like, really her.
Well, how would you know? And I mean, you don't know that for sure. I'm not saying I know that for sure, but from the stuff we've seen tonight, this has to be possible, right? God, she's like so close. Can you just try and tune in the signal? This tape player
Fine,
thing
let's
isn't
just
even...
do this.
No clue what's going on, but...
He's probably gonna die
if you
though.
could just help
Maybe.
us.
Sure, I can try, I guess.
Yeah, because this... I don't know how to get this clearer or whatever.
There we go.
I just can't really get this to change or...
Jonas.
Mom, Can you?
Well,
Whoa.
yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Should have just kept going.
Wait!
Oh no. Where's Jonas?
Oh no.
Not here. He did say something along the lines of, if something happens to him, we cut and run. Does it mean we continue without him or leave? Because that was probably a bad choice, getting him caught that way. Oh well. It kind of feels like every time they offer me a choice to do something, the best option is to just not do it. Like, oh, that's obviously a trap. I'm not going to fall into it. But I fall into it anyway because I'm kind of curious. Guess I'll see if that had ramifications. Maybe he's gone. But he said if he gets lost or he can't continue to cut and run, so does that mean something like...
You know, the truth is, we could have left whenever we wanted.
Then why use my friends?
We weren't prisoners of the cave.
And why use my friends? Why are you switching with them? Why are you doing this?
Because it's scary, that's why. Have you ever stared into nothing and moved with it and felt a part in it? It's worse than when we were wilting into
I can imagine it.
Worse than dying the first time.
I can imagine it, okay? You think contemplating annihilation makes you special?
What you can imagine is a toddler's toy bag compared to facing real extinction. Don't speak to us of imagination.
I guess I just gotta do the thing.
Whatever you think you can do, you can't.
We're not going back, we won't go back.
Well, Jonas is missing. I guess I just gotta do this. There we go. So do I gotta go into it? And then... There we go. Let this triangle form first. What's it doing?
Why isn't this, like, connecting?
Ah, wrong way. Why is it connecting? There's like a ton of portals being made here. Or is this just gonna be a giant one? Sorry, I felt the vibration here. So there we go. Giant portal. Don't know where I am. Jonas? Ghosts?
Jonas, are you
We're back on the beach.
Is that you?
Is this the submarine? Oh, we're underwater. I'm underwater. I didn't even get to say anything. Just got blown up.
You've come to close the hole, right? Well, you're gonna find out it's not that simple. The horses have already left the barn.
Yeah, I've come to close the hole. I've come
this.
to do what Maggie Adler tried to do 50 years ago, all right?
Okay, well, it didn't work then. Why would it work now? God, you're so spoiled. You don't even know the cost of things.
Let's see if I can do anything with this here.
Closing the hole with your stupid toy will spare your friends from our bloom, sure.
Oh.
But it will seal you up in here with us. You'll die with us. Again. Getting started already, okay? You want to play chicken with the void?
Leave peacefully and I'll
We
stop.
can see how long you stay on the throne.
Oh, you don't want this. Then get out of everybody and I'll stop.
It's everyone or nothing.
Alright, let's see how this works.
Understand your situation and accept it. One last Alexandra, wake up.
It's already too late. I gotta commit to this.
Only save those morons, not yourself. Don't you understand?
You can't tell.
Wait.
Well, guess I can't do anything with this still. Did it for my friends.
This is
So
for my
did
friends.
I do it? So I closed the gate from inside. Feel like that's one of the endings. Chose to sacrifice myself. Dang. Or did I? XXM, PX, context. So is this another player's thing? Let's see, now that I can see my name. Oh, am I a ghost now?
Jonas, where are you?
Okay, well, I'm on the ghost side, so I guess I can advise them.
This is gonna be fine. Just
That's it. You
work
should stay
through
with
it.
Clarissa. Yep, this is me giving someone else
Tell
advice
Michael
now.
to stay with Clarissa. They like each other a lot.
Oh my
But
god, that's cool.
Michael's dead. How could I even? Whoa, wait, what?
Yep, they're
what's
asking
happening?
for all my input for all these areas that you asked.
Hello, are you?
I
Is
get it.
someone
I'm giving
there?
advice to someone else playing the game.
If you're still
Tell me
there,
what to do.
this
Let Jonas
would
talk
be
to his
a
mom.
great time to say
Don't
something.
let Jonas talk to his mom. Oh, they told me that earlier. I should not have done
Don't let
that.
Jonas talk to his mom. It's not good for him.
Yep, man.
His mom's dead.
So I can tell people what
I know
you
his
know what to
mom's
do.
Dead. What is? How is this possible?
Alright.
What's going on?
Very interesting. What am I gonna say here?
Well, that could have gone better.
Michael should go to school.
Right.
Don't influence Michael. Michael
Time
should go
loop.
on his own. Michael should go to school. Michael should go on his own. Don't influence Michael. I think he should do his own thing. He should do whatever he wants.
Tell Michael he should go out
But
on
how
his
would this
own.
affect
What does
the other
this-
person?
what
Because they
does
would
this
also
matter?
have to
He's
play
dead. He's not
exactly how I
here.
did. So what happened just now, it seemed like I was right. When we would talk to our reflection in the mirror, they would tell us what to do. Is another player who's played the game reached this point and then gives advice. So I just told them don't let what's his name talk to his mom, because like 5 minutes ago he got captured by the ghost talking to his mom. Seemed like that was not the right call. So let's see where we're at now. She has brown hair, so this is before the events of the game so far. She has brown hair and then she dyed it blue apparently before coming to the island. The way this place is laid out though, looks kind of like she's probably a ghost, so I probably died. Or got stuck on the other side of the portal. That sucks. Oh, here's Michael. I'm home.
Hey, I didn't even know you were home. You're always so quiet. It's like living with a little fairy tale mouse.
Wait, did I get booted back in time?
Well,
I know, I haven't used this desk in like a year, but Dad has all his gear on the kitchen table, so I've been like struggling with this stupid speech, the
so
graduation.
he's valedictorian or
I don't
something
want
like
it to be
that.
just the usual blah blah we've come so far type
Graduation
stuff. It should have like
speech.
a point, right? It should bring you to your feet about something.
Graduation speech, is that what we're talking about?
Aw, man, you haven't been listening at all. It's okay, this is really boring. I'm guessing Mom probably told you about my scholarship to state, right? I don't really know how I feel about
That's great.
it. I mean, I feel it's not like it's a bad thing. It's a good thing, obviously.
Sorry, it took me a second to go down these stairs.
Congratulations. I mean, that's awesome.
Thank you. Thanks. It's just, you know, it seems like half the teachers are alumni, and actually, I'm about to be really arrogant and presumptuous and
Very
say
aware.
mean things for no real reason other than I think I know better, so forget it. I've bored you enough. I'm boring me right now.
No, keep going. It's fine. I hate people too. You can rag on the town. What, you think the teachers are wasting their lives? Well, they are wasting their lives.
All right, okay, thank you, but really, never mind. It had nothing to do with anything. Listen, here's the... You can't tell Mom or Dad, but Clarissa and I are talking about just leaving.
Sounds
Getting
exciting.
an apartment somewhere and just
I
doing our own
want to
thing,
be
you know?
more a little sour
Getting a
about
job.
that,
Wow,
but
that's exciting. This is like a huge deal, like the Boxcar Children version of getting married or something.
It's...
yeah,
it's
that's
kind of
a
a
weird
big
commitment.
deal, I guess. It'll be a lot harder to break up, so there's some level of vow there. She's been really pushing for it, wanting to look for places, and I'm into the idea. I really am.
I don't want to
just-
give my blessing.
I wouldn't
though.
feel right
No,
about it if I didn't have your, like, blessing first.
Don't go.
So, can you just wave your hand over my head or something and say I'm alright to do this?
Honestly, I am not a fan of
You have a lot that you can do.
yeah,
and
tying
a
yourself
lot
to your high
ahead of
school
you,
girlfriend.
And I don't think tying yourself to your high school girlfriend in such a
that's not
risky
a
way is the smart play here.
It's
a
not
risky
supposed
play.
to be. It's not supposed to be the safe play. That's
I
like the
think I just
whole
contradicted
thing
my
of
own
it.
advice just
But
now, though.
I know what you're saying. Alex, just get good friends, okay?
Say yes to
And
everything.
when you're with those friends, just say yes to everything. And keep away from boys when you talk to them. It feels like you're performing.
Match
But
every
also
beer with water.
stay away from girls who look
What's
you
this
in the eye
for?
for too long. And match every beer with a water. And
Am I
take
gonna
classes
lose this
outside
right now?
of school.
Michael, what's this for? What are you doing?
Don't talk to
This is
boys
just-
that make you
this
feel
is a
like you have to
just in case
perform.
package,
That's
okay?
interesting advice.
Just in case I'm not around. And I love,
Love you
you.
too, dude.
You're amazing. And that's it. So,
I love you too.
But soon, I shall be so I cannot remember any
What?
but the things that never happened.
Yeah.
What the heck?
I don't know.
hey, look who's finally
Michael?
awake.
Finally,
Did we
it's
win?
not like you've been up for much longer.
Maybe don't get up immediately.
Did we
survive?
win?
Oh yeah, big time. Wire to wire finish.
Wait,
I don't know
Michael.
about wire to wire,
He
but
doesn't know about sports, honey.
I know. I just.
Michael,
Anyway,
why is he
yes,
here?
we won. The tuning we did in the cave, it worked. The ghosts are
Why
gone.
was Michael
We're going
here?
home.
Or at least they've stopped trying to eat our souls.
Yeah. Okay, good to know. Great. Hooray. But how exactly is Michael here right now?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I've been
What?
here all night.
Yeah. Alex, are you feeling all right?
Am I just totally
Something's
off
wrong.
my rocker nuts?
Sounds very
No,
wrong
you're
here.
You're just a little confused.
Addled, if you will.
You're fine. She's fine. It's just
Did I
been
save Michael
a
from the
stressful
past?
night, to say the least. But we all, survived. Thanks as always to the brother-sister duo of
Wait,
Alex
that
and
was
Michael.
Jonas and I.
Oh, come on.
Just saying.
We like totally help sometimes.
That was Jonas and I. Jonas and I slogged through the forest to get Ren. Jonas and I
Alex,
went.
This
I was
is wrong.
with Ren when you and Mike picked us up.
Yeah, I mean, Jonas has been with me the whole time. Which, terrible way to show you what we do here for fun, by the way.
We changed the
Sorry
past.
about that. I mean, I invited the poor guy. He just moved here with his dad, and
Yeah, we know. He picked you up in gym class so you could dunk the ball.
stop telling people
Jonas,
that.
come on. It's you and me
Oh
now,
my
pal.
God.
We had like a year's worth of memories in one 8-hour span. You know me.
I'm sorry, but I don't know you. Not really. And it's not like I don't want to know you. I mean, we can hang out or something when we get back. Like during the year,
I don't
I'm
think
just,
fighting them on that anymore
I'm
is gonna
sorry.
help.
Yeah, let's we'll hang out.
It's okay. Come on. It's all right. We'll all get back into the swing of things. Start feeling our freshest again soon enough.
Who's
I'm
upstairs?
sure.
There's someone-
Yeah,
oh, that's the pilot.
it's been a crazy night.
I can't believe everything that happened. I feel
You
like we
sound
should
nuts.
tell everyone we know.
Mm.
Go on a freaking book tour.
I think we'd
So
sound
everything
nuts,
happened.
honestly.
For sure.
It's not like we have any proof any of this actually happened.
Hey, is this your book?
Oh man, we're gonna be the best couple ever.
Okay, slow down.
I lost it on the way. I thought for sure some commuter would have just
Someone's
tossed it
keeping-
overboard.
Hey, that reminds me. What were we were talking about something stupid right before Alex woke up.
Prom?
Prom.
Yeah, Clarissa, what color's your dress gonna be so I know what corsage to get?
Purple, probably. Royal purple.
Are you going, Alex?
If I find a date.
Wait, are people who already graduated allowed to take high schoolers?
I guess. I mean, if I find a date, I'm not gonna go stag. I have my dignity.
Ben Owens will ask you. Or rather, he's going to ask you unless I physically prevent him.
You can do better.
Come on, come with me and Nona. We'll go dress shopping. It'll be fun. It'll be like a movie
Sounds great.
montage, except none of us are prostitutes
weird.
and there's no rich guy.
It's not right
Sounds
since
great.
Michael's here,
Yeah,
but
I mean, I guess I should
it's good that he
spiffy
lived,
up
but
once in my
yeah.
life.
Spiffy up, my lord. The way this girl talks. And she gets it from you.
I know she gets it from me, and I like it. The rest of you are the wrong
yeah,
ones.
let's do it.
All
I
right,
I
you
want
know
to see
what?
if the
It's
picture's gonna
picture
turn
time.
out weird.
Oh my god. Come on.
Oh, come on.
Nona.
What? We earned this one.
Yeah, I guess we should. Tonight's been, noteworthy.
Noteworthy. That is a way to say it.
Yeah, I'd probably say it
And
another
I
way.
bet you she's gonna take the picture,
Let's
and
actually
Alex is
move
all
outside
alone.
so we can get the light.
Sure.
Ren, what is that book anyway?
I don't know. I can hardly make heads or tails out of what the hell he's talking about half the time.
All right.
Here's good for the just here.
Like, look. I'll just pick a random ass page.
Okay, photo.
Come on, Alex, get in here.
Like this, here. When I was
Hmm.
younger, I could remember anything, whether it happened or not. But soon, I shall be so
Strange.
I cannot remember any but the
Huh.
things that never happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, everyone,
Okay,
Wait,
I really
what?
want to see this picture now. Is it going to be only Alex all alone? Because this is really weird. I guess not. Everyone survived.
Before we left, I told my mom I was spending the night at a friend's house. And when I got back, I didn't see any reason to change that
You know what?
story.
I still don't.
And you know what? I still don't. The island did one good thing, forcing Ren and Nona together.
All right.
Which is nice because they're still
So that's
together,
summary
actually.
of the
Though
end.
they go
Very
to
cute.
different schools now. Trying out the long
59%
distance thing,
of
I
players
guess.
brought Ren and Nona together. Cool. Okay.
Clarissa left to study English literature. She was thinking of dropping out, but is keeping at it for now. We talk sometimes. Rarely, but sometimes. And she's still seeing Michael. She provokes him
Oh,
and
there's
he
a lot.
settles her,
You and 9%
so
of players made up with
it works,
Clarissa.
I guess.
Clarissa preserved her relationship with Michael, so he didn't die.
Since Michael never
I
left,
see
we
now.
never had our going away
His
thing
going
at the lake,
away party
and
killed
so
him.
he never
Okay.
drowned. He stayed in town to get an engineering degree. He's content, but I think he's secretly planning to move to New York for Clarissa.
Wow, okay, very few people
I guess
brought
we'll see.
Michael back and saved his relationship with Clarissa. Oh, man.
Jonas and I hung out just once more, but it was different, awkward. I never saw him again after school ended. I used to think that was kind of sad, you know? But I don't anymore.
Did not bond with
Things
Jonas.
are what they are.
Maybe letting his mom talk to him did not work. Maybe there's more things I should have talked to him about.
It's funny. What happened on the island used to pop into my head every single day, and then every other day. And then a week went by, and I realized I hadn't thought about it at all. I guess that's... I don't know. It's good, I think. But anyways, I
left town for school.
Well,
I'm taking some time off. I went to college.
if
Let's
it matters.
go to college.
I decided to stay in town and go to college here.
That's not...
It's practically up the road.
That's not cool.
And
What?
I just wanted something familiar, I guess. But anyways... Oh, what time is it? Yeah, sorry, I gotta run.
That
or
we
I'll
just
miss the
did?
ferry. Ren's dragging me out to Edwards Island for that yearly beach party thing, and I have to pick up what's
Are we
his
in a
name,
time loop now?
Jonas, too.
That sounds like a time loop.
I hope he's not weird or mean or something. Whatever. I'm sure it'll be fun.
Well,
It's something
that
to
sounds
do,
like a time loop.
right?
The events of this game will be happening over and over. Because at the very end, it sounded like when it would maybe time loop, so... Dang, okay, so I finished the game. They showed me what the results of my actions were at the end, and I didn't necessarily get the results that everyone else got. I guess there were different things. Either, there you go. Dr. C4, Apple Cat 956, Black Mamba 0016. These guys have already beaten the game, and I guess their advice made it over into my game, which is pretty cool. And they're the ghost versions of Alex that were talking to me, trying to tell me what to do, which I feel like I should have followed. One of them did tell me not to let Jonas talk to his mom, and I think maybe I would have bonded with Jonas had I not let him talk to his mom. That was definitely a bad idea. That was bad. Oh, man. So then is the ending a time loop is what I'm thinking. Where at the end of the game, she mentioned something about going back to the island, going back to hang out with Jonas and Ren. Man, I'm not sure if I'd want to play the game again just to get different ending, because this is definitely, I thought this ending was interesting. A little depressing though that I managed to not bond with Jonas. Like, I don't know what I could have done differently. Maybe it really was the mom thing. Like, if I had remembered not to let him talk to his mom, I guess I wouldn't have done that. Maybe he wouldn't have disappeared. I wonder what the different things I could have done in the game are to influence it though. And definitely if I had gotten all the notes at the very, before I finished the game, you know, they gave you the radio, they said explore the areas, and you can find notes about what really happened here. That might have made a difference. Perhaps which friends I chose to bond with made a difference. It's pretty obvious too from when you travel back in time and you talk to the brother. what you talk to him about really will change what's going to happen to him in the future. And asking him to not leave town saved his life. Since they said he drowned at the, wait a minute. Why is, oh, Michael replaced, okay, the photo on the right side. It used to be, Jonas. Like, Jonas was the one taking those pictures. He wears a beanie. But in all these pictures, they've replaced him with Michael, because now that Michael hadn't died, the whole thing got rewritten and Michael was here instead. This is a pretty crazy game. I really like this. It's definitely the kind of thing that I'm probably going to be up for a while, just looking up the different endings, all the stuff that could have changed. This is interesting. I don't know if I really want to play it again to get more endings, though. There's just too many factors. I think I might just read how the endings are different. Because I know there's 10 different endings, but I don't know how you'd say there's different endings when it told you at the end. There's a pie chart. Here's how many players did this and how many players did that. Looks like I'm stuck in a time loop, though. That's the meaning of my ending. Alright. Well, it's been about 2 hours. If there's not anything else in this game, I'm probably going to go ahead and call it. So, thanks for watching, guys. This was a pretty interesting game. I know it's mostly talking, so there's not, like, much to watch. And if you don't, like, watch for most of it, it's kind of... might get lost for a bit. But, yeah, looks like I followed the whole thing. Continue timeline. Alright, I might just do this on my own when I'm, like, curious enough to see what happens next. Perhaps what we saw at the end of the game, where Alex says that she's gonna... oh, I'm late, I gotta go pick up, what's his name, Jonas, from there, and then... it's interesting. They probably want you to think of it as, like, a continuous timeline, but it's a loop. Alright, well... thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I'll go ahead and upload this later, so if anyone's curious in the whole story, it's gonna be all saved. And I'll start on another game when I stream, so I'm not gonna continue this one. I'll save these timelines for me to check out on my own time. Alright, thanks for tuning in. See ya, and good night, my dudes.